走は10月25日、船橋 1500m 9着でした。6番ジャンティーユ、単勝 39.9 倍の9番人気です。前走は10月11日、川崎 1400m 7着でした。7番ハンドレッドライフ、単勝 17.8 倍の6番人気です。前走は10月25日、船橋 1200m 11着でした。8番エリーローレル、単勝15倍の5番人気です。前走は10月13日、川崎 1400m 4着でした。9番 CR ダンサー、単勝 32.8 倍の8番人気です。前走は10月12日、川崎 1400m 7着でした。10番シゲルビッグホーン、単勝 5.7 倍の3番人気です。前走は3月12日、阪神 1200m 7着でした。転入初戦です。以上第3レース小玉賞はご覧の10頭で争われます。そして本日の解説、日刊競馬の中島正美さんの出手は、本命が1番のサンシアトル、対抗が10番のシゲルビッグホーン、黒三角が3番のマリノピュアハートです。それでは引き続きパドックをご覧ください。それでは本馬場入場をご覧ください。
第3レース特選川崎スプリントシリーズ小玉賞、距離900メートルの出走馬をご紹介いたします。1番サンシアトル、馬体重473キロマイナス3、笹川翼騎手54キロ。2番ジェームス473キロマイナス11、赤塚次期騎手53キロ。3番マリノピュアハート450キロマイナス4、森太斗騎手54キロ。4番シゲルウルフ471キロプラス4、櫻井康介騎手54キロ。5番エブリトリック473キロマイナス7、山高幸騎 中54キロ。6番ジャンキーユ451キロプラス1。町田直樹騎手54キロ。7番ハンドレッドライフ470キロプラス10。今野忠則騎手54キロ。8番エリーローレル479キロプラス2。滝川樹也騎手54キロ。9番 CR ダンサー457キロマイナス4。ライアンクワトロ騎手54キロ。10番シゲルビッグホーン471キロプラス19。山崎誠司騎手54キロ。以上10頭です。
ではメインレース横須賀グルメストーリー特別の情報を見ていきましょう。枠順です。本日のメインレースは横須賀グルメストーリー特別。距離は 1500m、出走は1014頭です。現在の単勝オッズです。1番人気は3番のアルゴノートで 2.4 倍です。そして本日の解説、日刊競馬の中島正美さんの印は、本命が2番の RK1、最高が3番のアルゴノート、黒三角が14番のレジェンドセプターです。それでは追い切りタイムです。参考レースをご覧ください。
先頭1番チャイヨー、リードは1馬身、2番手手が動いて9番の RK1、また少し前とは差が開いて400の標識を通過。2馬身差7番レジェンドセプター、今3番手、それから11番ポイントパイパー、その後ろから3番アンカーで4コーナーから直線です。逃げる1番チャイヨー、再び後続を振り切ってリーダー2馬身3馬身広がりました。2番手9番 RK1 に並んでいくのは7番レジェンドセプター、さらに追い込んでくるのは11番ポイントパイパー、2番手以降広がってくるが、先頭1番チャイヨー余裕の手応え、2番手は7番レジェンドセプター、先頭1番チャイヨー合輪。逃げる2番鶴丸からリードは2馬身半から3馬身ぐらいです。8番タワーオブクイーンが単独2番手に押し上げて前を追ってきます。連れて4番アルゴノート、これが3番手に押し上げて前との差を詰めてくる。さらに加わってくるのは5番の SK パサー、この辺りで前の方がぐっと固まってきました。直後まで接近7番 T スワロ、10番竜の竹質、内から1番キラパワー続いて直線。前は外から8番タワーオブクイーンが抜け出して先頭に変わりました。外から追ってくる4番アルゴノート、その後ろに5番 SK パサー、盛り返して2番鶴丸たら混戦ですが、わずかに8番のタワーオブクイーンが振り切ってゴール。
メインレース横須賀グルメストーリー特別は8時15分の発送です。どうぞお楽しみに。それでは次のレースの馬体重です。1番427キロマイナス13、2番444キロプラス14、3番469キロプラス6、4番472キロプラス4、5番384キロプラス6、6番458キロマイナス3、7番432キロ増減なし、8番451キロマイナス6、9番471キロプラス9、10番505キロマイナス8、11番483キロプラス12、12番461キロ増減なし。以上、第4レース馬体重をお伝えしました。第3レースの小玉賞、まもなく発送です。
川崎競馬第3競争です。特選川崎スプリントシリーズ小玉賞、距離 900m、 3歳馬10頭で争われます。 900m のスタート地点、各馬の枠入りが進んでいます。枠入り最後は当番シゲルビッグホーン、10頭目 最後にゲートへと引かれて収まります。枠入り完了です。スタートしました。内2番ジェームスが好スタートですが、並んでいく3番マリノピュアハート、外からは5番エブリトリック、内から1番サンシアトル、先団の後ろ外から上がっていこうという8番エリーローレル、さらには当番シゲルビッグホーン、間が空いて4番のシゲルウルフ、その後方から6番ジャンティーユ、並んでいく7番ハンドレッドライフ、あとは9番 CR ダンサー続いて、これがしんがり、前は3コーナー。3番のマリノピュアハート、先頭に立って400の標識を通過、リードは1馬身ほど。2番手から接近は1番のサンシアトル、やや離れて3番手5番エブリトリック、前は4コーナーカーブから直線です。前は3番マリノピュアハート、1番のサンシアトルが並んでくる。3番抵抗は広がっておりますが、内をつく2番のジェームス、外は5番エブリトリック、その後方から4番のシゲルウルフ、前は3番のマリノピュアハートを並んで捉えました。1番サンシアトル先頭、マリノピュアハート2番手、サンシアトルが先頭でゴールイン。1番サンシアトル人気に応えました。安城笹川翼騎手、3番マリノピュアハート2番手、2番のジェームスが内をついて、これが3番手入線です。あとは6番ジャンティーユ、5番のエブリトリック、4番シゲルウルフ、ここは並んだ体勢、4番手5番手6番手の入線です。先着は1番のサンシアトル、好位で競馬を進めて前を行った3番マリノピュアハートを直線半ば捉えました。1番サンシアトル勝っています。北海道競馬からの転入初戦を白星で飾りました。3番マリノピュアハート食い下がりを見せましたが2番手、2番のジェームスが3番手入線です。着順払い戻し金の確定まで投票権は大切にお持ちください。第3競争でした。
第3レースご覧いただきました。1位入線は1番のサンシアトルです。ゴール前で抜け出しています。2位入線は3番のマリノピュアハート、3位入線は2番のジェームスです。このまま確定しますと、馬服が1番3番で 3.4 倍、馬単が1番3番で 5.9 倍、3連服が1番2番3番で 46.2 倍、3連単が1番3番2番で 121.6 倍点灯です。確定までお待ちください。それでは第4レースのパドックです。1番ローティーインパクトマイナス13、2番ワンパーパスプラス14、3番エンジェルパルフェプラス6、4番シゲルブルドッグプラス4、5番ブリリアントオーラプラス6、6番 DS ファニーマイナス3、7番グラスノーブル増減なし、8番シゲルクロジャガーマイナス6、9番グレイビットアウトプラス9、10番ベストリスマイナス8、11番北サンエメラルドプラス12、12番サダムドミニック増減なし、以上第4レースはご覧の12頭で争われます。 ース確定しました。1着は1番のサンシアトルです。潜入を挟んで連勝です。レースタイムは55秒4。安城は笹川翼騎手です。2着は3番のマリノピュアハート。3着は2番のジェームスで確定しました。払い戻し金です。単勝1番170円、副賞1番110円、3番140円、2番700円、枠服13 330円、枠単13 500円、普通マ服1番3番340円、馬単1番3番590円、ワイド1番3番210円、1番2番1930円、2番3番3210円、3連服1番2番3番4620円、3連単1番3番2番12160円。以上、第3レース払い戻し金をお伝えしました。それでは第4レースに参りましょう。枠順です。第4レースはトラ系3歳馬の対戦。距離は1500メートル、出走は全12頭、発走時刻は4時30分です。現在の単勝オッズです。1番人気は12番のサダム・ドミニックで 3.1 倍です。そして本日の解説、日刊競馬の中島正美さんの印は、本命が12番のサダム・ドミニック、最高が6番の DS ファニー、黒三角が10番のエスプリスです。それでは引き続きオッズをご覧ください。
Coming up pretty soon with the RSN Silver Bullet and the Hume Cup final. Hume Cup worth $75,000 the winner, and the $5,000 to the winning connection. So two fabulous races, good support card, and I'm sure everyone will have a fantastic Cup Eve out there at the Meadows tonight. So they're about to be sent on their merry journey here with the green light. Race number 10, ready to go. They're set. Racing, Kayla Lass the inside out quite nicely, showing pace in the centre, Premier Jess. Premier Jess goes to the early lead by about a length and a half to Our Echo Rose. Going up on the outside, Chalasani. Rolling there was Kayla Lass, very deep was Tiger Jams up toward the corner. Premier Jess has dashed away with a winning lead, and Premier Jess wins it. Our Echo Rose gets second, third place in Kayla Lass, fourth maybe, Regus Baby from Kev's Choice. Then for the back was Ollie Pedro, well back there was Tiger Jams, and just getting into the pen now was Chalasani. And it's 18 and 49 the run.
Tab.com.au late mail runner gets in. Premier Jess number 5 for Maria Musselwhite at $3.50 and $1.50. The 3 Our Echo Rose at $1.70 and the 1 Kayla Lath at $2.80. About 90 seconds away from race 5 at Pinjarra. It's the first leg of the quaddie right after this break.
The Audi sales event is now on, with reductions equal to the GST across a wide range of new Audi models. Go on, you deserve it.
If you love a bet, then we bet you'll love this. We've got a $6.5 million projected first full pool on the Melbourne Cup at Flemington Tuesday. So place a bet today on your Tab app, tab.com.au, or at your local. Tab, we love a bet.
Welcome back to Sky Racing 1. Race 5 at Pinjarra over the 2,185 metre trip is next up. We've got a shorty, number 1, Balin Jet. It's at $1.85 here, and it's to be driven by Mitchell Miller for trainer Ryan Bell. It was a winner 2 starts ago. Number 8, Real Lucky at $2.70 to be driven by Jocelyn Young. And then we have the 2, Mighty Flying Deal at $8, and then out to double figure odds for the rest. Matt McDermott's calling the card there. He's got the one on top ahead of 8, 2 and 4. Of course, the big race coming up after this there at Pinjarra today. Race number 6 at 3:40 Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. The Group 3 Don Randall Memorial Cup. Some pretty handy types going around there. We might head out to Matt McDermott for the junior driver Michael Grantham, Mobile Start Race, Race 5.
Thanks, Mark. Hello to you, and welcome to the Paceway. Beautiful weather here. We're up to the first leg of the quaddie, and over 10,000 in the quadrilla pool. Balin Jet $2 now fixed. He opened at 160 this morning. Mitchell Miller drove the previous winner. He'll steer Balin Jet here from the inside. Real Lucky opened 390. Got out a little bit. He's into 260 now. And Mighty Flying Deal is at $7 in from 8. Was a pretty good win last start at Narrogin. Favourite though in gate 1. Balin Jet, he's won 3 of his last 6 as the Mobile swings down the side of the track. Junior Driver of the Year, Michael Grantham pace. Balin Jet and Mighty Flying Deal come up. Left, right, good night. Thanks, Stu. Star Armbro, Da Vinci Diamond in barrier 5. Nitro Lad with Attack on Command on the outside. Real Lucky is on the back of the favourite in barrier 8. First leg of this afternoon's quaddie. In the lead up to the 2 features, races 6 and 7. And away now, Balin Jet leaving well, so did Star Armbro. Drifting across as Nitro Lad from Mighty Flying Deal. Real Lucky getting up onto the back of the favourite who holds the lead at the post. They're finding their spots fairly quickly, and it's Balin Jet from Star Armbro and Real Lucky behind the lead. Mighty Flying Deal in the 1-1. Left, right, good night on the pegs. 3 back, Da Vinci Diamond into the 1-2. Attack on Command, 4 back on the inside, and a length away now. Nitro Lad went back to last. Balin Jet holds the lead. 3/4 his margin. Star Umbro on the outside. Real Lucky is getting a good run behind the leader, and they were followed by Mighty Flying Deal, who is in the 1-1, the last start winner. On the pegs, left, right, good night, 3 back from Da Vinci Diamond, first up, 6th on the outside of Attack on Command, 4 back along the markers, and a length to the start of the field, Nitro Lad. 44.7 was a leisurely lead time for Balin Jet, and out of the back he goes, leading about ahead as Star Umbro just works up a little close to the outside and levels with Balin Jet before the turn. It's been a good first quarter for the favourite. Real Lucky is 3rd. Tab Tunch Sprint Lane a bit over a lap away. Mighty Flying Deal 4th from left, right, good night on the pegs, covered by Da Vinci Diamond, 3 back in the moving line, and then Nitro Lad going up on the outside of Attack on Command. 31-2 was the opening quarter. And it's Balin Jet leading the way. Mitchell Miller a chance to drive race to race here from Star Armbro, who's just almost shading Balin Jet as they pass the post. They lead by 1. Real Lucky is 3rd on the inside of Mighty Flying Deal, enjoying 1-1 cover. Left, right, good night is on the inside of Da Vinci Diamond, and the last 2, Nitro Lad with Attack on Command. They've raced this way throughout. At the WA Country Builders 800, 29.9 next quarter. And the leader is Balin Jet, about ahead again to Star Armbro. A length away, Real Lucky and Mighty Flying Deal. Then comes Left, Right, Good Night with Da Vinci Diamond. A further length to Nitro Lad. Attack on Command last, 500 metres to go. No moves from behind Balin Jet, who's about to race off the back. He leads a metre now, Star Armbro. Real Lucky is hot on the hammer of the favourite. Out of the 1-1 now comes Mighty Flying Deal. Tracking it is Da Vinci Diamond, and then comes a Left, Right, Good Night, followed by Nitro Lad. Attack on Command back on the inside. They went 27-7 along the back. Balin Jet is the leader. Here comes Mighty Flying Deal on the outside. Up now to join Balin Jet. Real Lucky comes to the outside. Left, right, good night along the pegs. Da Vinci Diamond. Mighty Flying Deal has raced up to head off Balin Jet, but here comes Real Lucky quickly railing in Mighty Flying Deal, and Real Lucky is too strong. Beats Mighty Flying Deal, and Balin Jet pretty close for 4th. There was Da Vinci Diamond getting through Attack on Command. Balin Jet, and on the inside was Left, right, good night. Nitro Lad further out, and Star Arbro had dropped out to the end, 27.4, round 158.6.
8-2-1. Tycho there for fourth. We'll bring you that fourth number when it comes to hand. Jocelyn Young gets the win here. 2.80 and $1.04 for the 8 Real Lucky. Number 2, Mighty Flying Deal at $1.50, and the 1 Balin Jet, the favourite, could only manage third there. $1.20 for the place there. The next race coming up at 3:40, as I mentioned prior to that event, the Group 3 Don Randall Memorial Cup, where we see Ihoka Punter. It'll likely go around as the favourite. The Bucket List is in there, Ideal Alice. There's some very good types coming around here. Costa del Magnifico from the pole can go well. A very, very good event coming up there, race number 6 at Pinjarra. Race 10 at Bathurst is next up, over the 450 metre trip, and here we've got a favourite in the form of number 8, Midnight Creek, trained by John Barris. It's at 2.80, a last star winner on debut before that at Gunnedah over the 440, was just narrowly beaten. Looks to be a pretty progressive pup on the up here, this son of Shaky Jakey. It's also the late mail runner, and it's on top for Ronnie Knight, ahead of 1, 3 and 5. Ron's numbers one more time, 8, 1, 3 and 5. They're about to load away for race number 10 at Bathurst.
Line going forward. Favourite in the 8, prefer him through inside. If he can get across, he'll be hard to beat. It's just about all set, something out wide. Now they're just Meuniong Smello, the last one locked away. Bunny rolls, we'll soon know. Race 10, favourite in the 8. Set. Racing Midnight Creek, slow to go, and getting an early lead there would have been Golden Paw Miss. They're jamming up, getting through now. Secret Glow with a run, and out deep on the track, American Affair. In between them is Esa Fusion. Back on the inside, Meuniong Smello, followed by Midnight Creek. Well back there, Late Cake, followed Jimmy Be Good, and the last one, Golden Paw Miss. Onto the corner, Secret Glow still kicking. On its outside, American Affair coming at it. The Secret Glow in front, lasted the beat. American Affair, third will go to Esa Fusion. Behind them runners there, Midnight Creek, further back in the field, Meuniong Smello, Late Kate, and it was one of the last in, Golden Paw Miss.
Number 1, Secret Glow gets in, $6.30, $1.80 for Lynn Maney, $2.10 for the 5, American Affair, and the 4, He's a Fusion, in for third at $1.90. Quick break on the other side of this, race 4 at Nowra.
Protexin, the world's most advanced multi-strain probiotic, works by flooding the gut with billions of naturally occurring beneficial bacteria that are essential for intestinal good health. Using Protexin every day protects your valuable animals and birds by establishing and maintaining a healthy gut, protecting them from scours, reducing digestive upsets and stress while maintaining good health. It's naturally safe and ideal for animals of all ages. Protexin is available in a wide range of packs from International Animal Health. Sky Thoroughbred Central presents the Country Showcase. See country racing's best go head-to-head in the heartland of New South Wales for record prize money. The Country Showcase, live on Sky Thoroughbred Central.
I love spring. It means one thing, racing. The Spring Carnival on Sky One, the one-stop shop for punters. Tony Brassel has the expert racing analysis, plus Dave Stanley has all of the market movers. Join the team on Sky One throughout spring.
Welcome back to Sky Racing 1. Race 4 from now is next up in about 60 seconds' time. The favourite with tab.com.au is the 6, Wamaru Wonder. It's a $2 favourite here for Kenneth Markham. Number 5, We Made It, is on the second line. It's coming off a couple of runner-up efforts here. It's at $4.20. Was beaten by Wamaru Wonder last start. Looking to turn the tables here. Was a 3-length defeat on that occasion. So we'll need to find 3 lengths to beat the favourite here. Number 1, Marie's Fancy. It's at $6. Number 2, Magic Macca, an interesting runner. 1 from 1. Won at Goulburn last start over the 350 metres. Clocking 20.28 there. Obviously improvement to come. And then we have the 4, that's My Rufus, at $12. The speed looks to come from the 5 and the 6 here, We Made It, and Wamaru Wonder. The 2 well in contention for betting. The late mail runner here is the 6, Wamaru Wonder. And
Threat has
Gary
been
Clark's
detected.
numbers. He's got the 5 on top, ahead of 1, 4 and 6. They're about to load away for race 4 at Nowra. Let's head out to Gary.
Fancy placed the last two here, and then number 2, Magic Magger, which won on debut at Goulburn last week. As they go in, just saying on Sky Sports Radio, Amaru 1 to the box does worry me, because all the twins have been from boxes 1 and 2. And we made it, been racing very well here. We'll know shortly, bunted up to the boxes, we're all set for the 4th. Ready? Racing now, due as a straight line out. Marie's Fancy's going to try the Hold'em and will do so. Hitting the deck early, we made it. Also Magic Macron, that's my Rufus on the top corner. Marie's Fancy in front. Amaru Wonder's gone to the inside. Mount Franklin the outside. They're clear of Magic Phil and Zipping Charles. The others are out of it. Amaru Wonder got the fly on the inside. Ran to the lead. Mount Franklin to second. But Amaru Wonder got the money from Mount Franklin. Marie's Fancy. Zipping Charles has run 4th, followed by That's My Rufus. Magic Fiddler, we made it. And Magic Macca, they're all put out of business, the last quartet in the time at 21 and 17.
Amaru Wonder, the 2-year-old son of El Gran Senor, gets win number 5 at start, number 14 in fact, and makes it 3 on the bounce after winning at Bull Eye and Nowra last start. An impressive greyhound going in the right direction. Race 11 from Traralgon next up here on Sky Racing 1. We have a shorty in the form of number 8. It's at $1.70 Slick Diamond. And then we go out to the 1 Black Bindi. It's at $4.80. 4 It's All Baloney at $8.50. The 5 More of Darcy at $9.50. Late Mail Runner is the favourite, Slick Diamond, and it's also on top for Paul Hammond ahead of 1, 4 and 5. There's still 1:20 to go to get your bets on there. We might head out to Paul Hammond a little bit early, see if we can get his tips for this evening. The Group 3 Silver Bullet and the Group 1 Hume Cup.
$8 for It's All Baloney. Scored at Warragul 23.50 on the 400 and ran 18.47 here. So it's won 2 out of its last 4. It's at $8 and $8.30. $10 more of Darcy. It's been well held of late. Beaten 19, 15 and 17 lengths its last 3, so it might need to improve a touch there. And that is at $17, and Slick Diamond is the hot favourite by Taranzabal for the Grimmer Kennel. And it looks the one that they've got to beat. It's $1.70, $1.90. On our screens on course now into $1.70, so that $1.90 might trim up fairly soon for the favourite. So this is the Premier Room Christmas Party 8th of December race. And they'll move in fairly soon for the 11th on the card. Been a bit of a mixed bag for punters. We've had a couple of favourites, but a few long shots winning as well. Quantity paid around about the $900 mark. Okay, Dave, they're at the start here for the second last on the card here. It's been a good day's racing. It was a bit cloudy earlier on, but the sun has shone basically pretty much throughout the afternoon, early evening. And not too far away, the big meeting at the Meadows will kick off with the Hawk and all the team there. Slick Diamond 170 on fixed and tote. Black Bindi 550, 520 on Super Tab, 550 fixed for Black Bindi. Green light on, set race 11, 315 metres. They're ready. Set. Racing, Black Bindi a fair getaway, showing good pace was It's All Baloney. Black Bindi's going up on the inside, and the favourite Slick Diamond's working into the race nicely. Following across Cash Only and Nat. Then for the back was Black Bindi, and well over was Barney's Blaster up to the home corner. Slick Diamond got up on the inside, hit the front from It's All Baloney, and Slick Diamond wins it from It's All Baloney. Third goes to Nat, and fourth Cash Only. Then for the back was Another Hope, and behind those Black Bindi. Last couple Barney's Blaster, more of Darcy, and the race time is 18 and 40.
Slick Diamond wins there for Jess Grimer, $1.80 and $1.04. The favourite does it nicely for career win number 7 at start, number 48. And then we have number 4, It's All Baloney, at $1.70, and the 6 Nat at $3.90. Number 7 there will get 4th. A quick break on the other side of this. The first from Tarak.
Tony Brassel has an affection that he shares with many men. He can't dance. He has no rhythm, not at all, absolutely nothing. 2 left feet, but he can tip winners, and does, on Sky Race Day. He lives and breathes racing, sectionals, track conditions, ratings, and speed maps. So if you're not following Tony, you're mad. Follow Tony Brassel's tips on Sky Racing. No dancing, just tips.
Great to have your company this Monday evening, Cup Eve, if you will, on Sky Racing 1. Race number 1 from Terang is next up. It's over the 1,680 metre trip. The favourite here with tab.com.au is the 5, Pinstripes. Now, Chris Alford driving here for Emma Stewart. It's 1 from 1. This 4-year-old gelding by Some Beach Somewhere. Won impressively on debut at Horsham, winning by 8.5 metres, beating Kempsey's Delight. Was money back on that occasion, so obviously a pretty handy type and a bright future ahead. Number 10, Jillaby Road Run. It's at $3.40 on the second line. Glenn Craven drives here and trains. And those are the only two in betting, the 5 and the 10. Pinstripes at $1.40 now, just slightly easy, but nothing to get alarmed about. Number 10, Jillaby Road Run. It's the one on the drift, which is a bit alarming. $2.50 out to $3.40, now back into $3.20. Craig Rails calling the action there. He's got the 5 on top ahead of 10, 3 and 9 for the first event out of Terang. As we say good evening to Craig.
Went fourth at Maryborough. Jillaby Road Runner, as I mentioned, first up since the South Australian Derby, third back in January, has won a trial here recently, and Magic Cruiser, winner at Terang 2 starts ago, has the tricky alley the outside of the second line. So about to move up, we welcome Sky Racing viewers to Terang tonight, Dalvui Raceway. Fantastic night of racing ahead of us. The feature event, race 5, the O'Keefe, but plenty of other features on the night, including the Spring Harness Racing Cup. David Manning, thank you. As RSN join us as well. There's no late changes for tonight. There's no late scratchings or no driving tactic changes for this evening's racing. And Pinstripes heavily back to win the first, $1.45 into $1.33 now fixed odds after its super impressive first up win at Horsham. Jillaby Road Runner's a very, very smart horse, placed in the Group 1 or Group 2, I think it is these days, South Australian Derby at its latest run. It did win a trial here recently, but Pinstripes has the front line draw, and Jillaby Road Runner is drawn off the second line. They start in the Restrepo back straight, complete a lap and a half of the trip of the course, 1,680 metres. So they're just about set. First on a big night here at Terang. Green lights on, they're racing. A Kerry Man came out fast. Mighty Mo Colombo showing speed. Also coming out fast was Pinstripes. And going forward was It Is Golden from barrier number 4. But Mighty Mo Colombo had the most speed and will lead early. Moving up on the outside, Pinstripes. A Kerry Man's in third spot. It Is Golden in fourth. Validated a little bit deep off the track. Then Royal Feeling. Arlington Shark on the inside. Jillaby Road Runners back third last on the outside. Of Magic Cruiser. Sammy Fitz taken off the gate from the extreme draw and dropped out to the tail end of the field. Into the front straight, 29.3 the first quarter, lead time 4.8. Pinstripes works to the lead past Mighty Mo Colombo, who will now use the Shady Shark Canada sprint lane runner. Validated's without cover. Magic Cruiser is still back in the tail into the field. Jillaby Road Runners out 3 wide going forward around It Is Golden, a Kerry Man. Royal Feeling in the 1 wide line. Arlington Shark 4 back the markers. Sammy Fitz and Magic Cruiser the last one. Turning into the Restrepo back straight once again. 800 metres left to travel. 30.1 the second section. 59.4 the half. And the leader going nicely. Pinstripes leads by 2 metres. Validated 3 wide. Jillaby Road Runner. Mighty Mo Colombo behind the leader. Just behind them It Is Golden. Royal Feeling joins the 3 wide line but is driven along. Then a Kerry Man, Magic Cruiser, Arlington Shark and Sammy Fitz last of all coming wide. Pinstripes held together at the quarter pole. Leads by 4 metres. Jillaby Road Runner to second. 28.9 off the back straight. Pinstripes in front. Jillaby Road Runner pursuing. Validated. Mighty Mo Colombo. It Is Golden into the clear. Then a Kerry Man and Royal Feeling into the straight. Pinstripes in front. Jillaby Road Runners running a big race the outside. Mighty Mo Colombo gets the run. Pinstripes, Jillaby Road Runner. Pinstripes just in front. Jillaby Road Runner the outside. Jillaby Road Runner, Pinstripes. Jillaby Road Runner's doing best. A good first up win. Jillaby Road Runner has beaten Pinstripes. Mighty Mo Colombo third. Then a Kerry Man, Magic Cruiser and Arlington Shark making late ground. Sammy Fitz validated. Royal Feeling and It Is Golden. Last quarter 28.7. The half 57.6 and a good run to start the night. Mile rate 156.9.
Nice going there. The second favourite beats the first favourite. Jillaby Road Run for Glenn Craven getting the win there. and he drives and trains. $2.70 $1.20. The 5 pinstripes, it goes under $1.20. Pretty game in defeat though, and the 3 will get third. Mighty Moke, Lombo, Emmett Brosnan for Jeff Webster. Race number 11 at Bathurst is next up, still 45 seconds away. We've got a shorty in the form of number 1, Queen Taro. It's at $1.45, this greyhound. And then we have number 9. The first reserve gets a run. Reese Pye jumps from box 2 here. It's at $6. The 8, She Oaks, at $9.50. And then you are getting double figure odds about the rest. The box speed here looks to come from the inside, Queen Tara. She should show them a clean set of heels early, and will be very hard to beat this 4-year-old bitch by Dynatron. Looking for win number 25 at start number 73. It's also the late male dog, the 1, Queen Taro, and also on top for Ron Knight, ahead of 4, 8 and 7. They're moving behind the boxes, the greyhounds and their handlers, as we say thank you to Ron Knight for his efforts this afternoon in calling the Bathurst card. Best of luck in the last.
I think Smart Runner's about to be loaded away for the last. Favourite odds on, number 1, Queen Taro. Looks the early leader, but will need to pinch a break probably to hang on. Second line coming forward. No, just about set. The 58 on George Street Masters Stakes. Bunny rolls third, no, the lucky last. Set. Racing, Queen Taro got away okay. The others are jumbling up a bit. Lee Coco goes up with it with She Oaks. They're racing pretty tight through the pen. Getting up behind them there was Rise Pie. Further back was Mavericki Pano right off their heels. Out wide on the track was Lux of Fortune, and the last one back there would have been Aston Maverick. Racing up around the top, and She Oaks found the lead. Coming after it now, Lee Coco, and then went deeper Mavericki Pano, but She Oaks in front is going to hang on to win. Second will go to Lee Coco. Third will be the other one there was Mavericki Pano. Behind them runners was either Rise Pie or Lux of Fortune, followed by Queen Taro, and the last 2 in there was Shookyard Shifty and Aston Maverick, and the time about 26.10.
She Oaks gets the win there at a nice each-way price in the last at Bathurst. 10.10 and 2.20 for John Chapman. The 4, Leah Coco, gets second for Greg McAllister. Pays $1.80 the place, and $3.70 for the 6, Mavericki Pano. Bathurst race 11, 8, 4, 6 and 9 to finish the card there. Angle Park joining us in around 1:20, and the favourite here is the 8, Run the Jewels. You're getting $2.60 there with UBet on tab.com.au. It's also $2.60 in consistent form. This bitch by Barsha Bale. A winner 3 start to go here at Angle Park over the 515 metre trip. Was runner-up last couple of starts behind Tag and Release. Thankfully for Run the Jewels and its connections, no Tag and Release this evening, and looking to go one better from box number 8. Number 3 heading my way at $4.40, just slightly easy. Was a winner 2 starts ago, beating Canley Lewis. That was a nice effort. Since then, was beaten by Topology. Now that's pretty handy form. Topology, a pretty smart greyhound from over in the west. Number 4, Zipping Prince at $5 to 6. Yes, Sarge at $7 and double figure odds about the rest. Now, the late mail runner with tab.com.au is the 4, Zipping Prince. Zipping Prince here for Donald Foster, but the favourite and on top for Tim Edwards, our caller, is the 8, Run the Jewels, out of 7, 3 and 5, as we welcome in Tim Edwards for his calling this evening of the Angle Park card. Good evening, Tim.
And 2 recent runners up positions there, seconds the last 2 outings, as we welcome our Sky viewers along to Angle Park. Yeah, it's a breezy night, but all in all, fine conditions for greyhound racing here at Angle Park tonight. 260 Run the Jewels. It's not going to be easy for her out here, but she does have good pace, but there'll be speed here from boxes 6, 4, possibly 2. So she'll need to really carve out a good early section or to clear them. And they're about to move in. I think 7's the overs, Blitz'em. It's at $19. Needs a clear run, but it's a big price. $2.70 Run the Jewels is the favourite. Late mail Zipping Prince as we welcome Radio Tab along to Angle Park. Big night ahead, 11 races on the card. Melbourne Cup Eve. And hopefully punters can fill their wallets. Ready for a big day tomorrow. Race number 1, favourite Run the Jewels. Best back late heading my way right into 360. Set to run. Ready racing, Run the Jewels jump well. Speed, yes, Sarge, and also Blitzem, and also Hilaria. A line of 4 here. Favourite's going to clear them. Run the Jewels got over and led the way. Now Zipping Prince got a clear run. He charges out into second placing. Hilaria on its inside. Then came Yes, Sarge. Further back was Go Geronimo. Joker Jake heading my way. And Blitzem, which was contesting the lead, was spat out the back. Meanwhile, Run the Jewels kicked away. First fave looking good. Hilaria ran to second, but up the straight, Run the Jewels raced away to win. Hilaria second, third Joker Jake, and fourth heading my way. Then Zipping Prince. Next in was Go Geronimo, and Yes Sarge and Blitzem. They were both very unlucky, and they were both back at the rear of the field. The time 30 and 52 on race number 1.
Favourite wins the first there at Angle Park. Got a lovely card across the field thanks to the 7, 8, the 7, 6 and the 5. And gets the win for Lauren Harris, $3 money back. The 5 Hilaria at $4.70 and the 2 Joker Jake at $3. 3 will get fourth race number 1 at Angle Park. A minute away from the first leg of the quaddie at Nowra, over 520 metres here, and the favourite way is with the 5 Queen Kong. It's also Gary Clark's on top selection. It's at $1.75 currently with tab.com.au. Did open up at $1.70. Got into $1.65, now just back out to $1.75, fluctuating around that mark. And then on the second line, number 8, Indy Rufus, it's $4.60, out to $5.50 here. Race number 5, Indy Rufus for Robert Arnold. And then we go down to the 3 Miss 40, it's at $7.50. Number 2 cruising around $6.50, out to $8.50. All of the runners are pretty easy in betting. Punters not really wanting to play at this stage. Gary Clark, his numbers are 5, 8, 3 and 7 for the first leg of the quaddie at Nowra. Let's head out to Gary and hear his thoughts ahead of race number 5 at Nowra.
Okay, Mark, at the side of the boxes here for race number 5. First leg of the quaddie. This is the late breaks over the 5:20. And behind the start, Collison leads off. Favourite here, Queen Kong at $1.70. She'll never get a better chance to win another race than this. This is about as easy as she's ever going to get. Let up got run down here in the straight last week. $5 for number 8, Indy Rufus. And $7.50 for number 2, 3 Miss 40. They probably do look the other 2 hosts, but she really gets a chance tonight, Queen Kong. And not a great deal of speed in the race, so she looks the leader, and that's where she needs to be in front. Last couple locked away. Green light. Lure Travels, race 5. First leg of the quaddie, favourite in the yellow. Set. Racing, Queen Kong set beautifully in the centre. Good Thunder come away okay, but the favourite leads easily out of the straight. The Good Thunder cruising around and Silent Sleeper. Followed by Miss 40 and Hemi Black. Back in the field, Indy Rufus, Mellow Charm, the tail ender. Well, she's off and gone down the back, Queen Kong. No excuses tonight. She's out by 7 on Good Thunder. Miss 40 the inside, followed by Silent Sleeper. A break in the field to Indy Rufus. Hemi Black cruising around, Mellow Charm. Queen Kong on the corner, 3 in front. Good Thunder's running home hard. Oh no, she's in trouble. The favourite, Good Thunder's better. Good Thunder got up to beat Queen Kong. Third home was Miss 40. Fourth up, Silent Sleeper, Hemi Black. Then came cruising around Mellow Charm and Indy Rivers, the tail ender. Time slow, 30 and 74.
Appear to be home for all money there, the 5 Queen Kong, but just gets nabbed late by the 1 Good Thunder for Stephen Fitch, $7.60 and $2.10. Queen Kong $1.70, $2.10 for the 3 Miss 40, and the 6 will get fourth at Nowra for race 5. Race number 6 at Pinjarra next up, a Group 3, the Don Randall Memorial Cup. Now we'll just run you through the markets quickly. Ioka Punter is the $2.60 favourite here. This is a stand start event, punters. It's off the 10 Ioka Punter. The 8, the Bucket List, Michael Grantham driving here. It's at $5, and then $6.50 for I'm Full of Excuses. Let's head out to Matt McDermott for the Group 3.
Replaced, and they're just removing that now. That may have even been completed, and won't be long before they come up. Next mark, the first of 2 very good races upcoming here. This is the Group 3 Don Randall Memorial Cup. Left us unfortunately a few years ago, the Federal MP, and I was a good supporter here at the Paceway, sponsoring a meeting each season. And it's been run now for the last couple of years. Ahoka Punter is the favourite, number 9. He's off the 10 metres, 250. Now 260 fixed. He opened at 270. Senior and junior a chance at a double today if Ahoka Punter can win the Group 3. 480 for the bucket lists. Now, it won't be long before they wheel around and face up. First of 2 features. And League 2 of the Quaddie. Group 3 level here for the Don Randall, $30,000 in stakes. 26.31 metres the trip, field of 12. And about to come up here. Thanks, Stu. Ahoka Punter at 260 with Tab Touch is the favourite. He opened at 270. In fact, now he's into 245 late. 480 for the bucket list, opened at $4. And 650, I'm full of excuses. That was his opening price. Now they're coming up behind their marks. Ideal Alice to come around and face up. And hits the lever. Tommy Be Good a little slow. Dreadlock Rockstar in a break. Mr. Magical Mac there at the back. He'll settle next to last. Ideal Alice was hopelessly away, missed it, and is still in a break. A long last, and shortly after going for a gallop into that first turn as well was Smouldering Ashes. So as they sort themselves out, the leader coming up towards the turn here, Costa del Magnifico leads by 1.5. Perfect Mac runs through to second. Ahoka Punter was away well. He's 3 wide going forward into the straight here around Dreadlock Rockstar with Tommy Be Good. He's over on the pegs, 3 back. They were followed by Chardon's Rocket, who had cover there on the back of Ahoka Punter, who gets one out now. So Chardon's Rocket presses on. Dreadlock Rockstar's back on the inside. A length away then to the bucket list. 1.5 away comes I'm Full of Excuses, followed by Simply Sensational, Mr. Magical Mac. And then comes Smouldering Ashes last of this group. And at about the 100-metre point of the home straight, Ideal Alice is a clear last. They race up now and head into the back where the leader, Costa del Magnifico, with Shannon Savalco lead by 1. Chardon's Rocket moves up on the outside. He's 3/4 off. Perfect Mac is back behind the leader. And with 1-1 cover is Ahoka Punter. On the inside, Tommy Be Good 3 back. 1.5 to the bucket list with Dreadlock Rockstar. 1.5 away then to I'm Full of Excuses. Then Simply Sensational. Followed behind those comes Mr. Magical Mac. And Smouldering Ashes was last of this group at a long last as they head down towards the far turn there. Ideal Alice was the last one. So as they swing off the back and head down the side, 1:15.7 was the lead time, and nearing the home corner, the leader held well together. Costa del Magnifico backing up from Friday night, leads Chardon's Rocket, who's got to within about a metre or so, and in a pocket, Perfect Mac third. Tab Touch Sprint Lane in the lap. Ahoka Punter's in the 1-1 with Tommy Be Good 3 back the pegs. Then comes the bucket list in the 1-2. Dreadlock Rockstar 4 back the inside. The Pinjarra Pacing Cup winner, I'm Full of Excuses, 4th last of this group from Mr. Magical Mac, a 4-year-old classic winner going back many years now. He's 3rd last from Simply Sensational, Smouldering Ashes, and a distant last is Ideal Alice as the bucket list had made a move and goes up 3 wide. 29.7 was the first quarter. They run through the second quarter in 29.3. Costa del Magnifico's had a pretty good run out in the lead. On his back is Perfect Mac, and to the outside, Chardon's Rocket, the bucket list is 4th. He's 3 wide. Ahoka Punter between runners. Tommy Be Good back on the inside. Then comes I'm Full of Excuses. They were followed by Mr. Magical Mac down on the inside. Dreadlock Rockstar, Simply Sensational goes up 3 wide. Smouldering Ashes was next as they turn from the back. Costa del Magnifico, the leader, 28 seconds, 3rd quarter. Costa del Magnifico joined by the bucket list, who has worked into second. They were followed by Ahoka Punter, together with I'm Full of Excuses. Further out was Dreadlock Rockstar with Simply Sensational dropping off. Perfect Mac, Tommy Be Good gets past him. The bucket list has put the head in front of Costa del Magnifico. Ahoka Punter, and getting up on the inside is Tommy Be Good. The bucket list is with the lead. Tommy Be Good's after him. The bucket list, Tommy Be Good. Tommy Be Good might have grabbed the bucket list right at the line in a great finish. Ahoka Punter.
Tommy Be Good gets the win there in the Group 3 Don Randall Memorial. Tommy Be Good, Stuart McDonald for Cat Warwick. 12.73.10. 8 the bucket list. Game in defeat at $2 and a photo for 3rd. Stand by for that number. We will bring it to you. as soon as possible. Race 7 at Cowra, we've got a shorty here. Our Luca, Thomas Stockdale and Jerome Hunter look to combine for a race-to-race double and take out the last two on the card there. Our Luca, $1.55 with tab.com.au. Paul Francis, he's got the one on top, ahead of 2, 4 and 5. He might head out to Paul and just see what's happening there at Corowa, ahead of race number 7.
Luca has come out and walked around there. He did get just scrambled and sort of burrowed a bit in the gates, but the vet might just run his eye over him. And Scargin Force is still out of line. So moving target's gone in. Vetting number 1. Vetting 1, John. Yes. Okay, now they're vetting number 1, our Luca, would you note? The vet's just having a look at our Luca, who got a little fired up.
Okay, a few vets examinations going on there because a couple of the runners have, I think, hit the gate pretty hard and lunged pretty hard onto the gate. They may need a crowbar to actually get it working again and unlock that gate. So stand by, race 7 at Corowa. We'll bring you an update when we can. Now, race number 12 at Traralgon is a minute 40 away. The favourite there is number 1, Queen Done Roaming. It's at $4. Then we have the 2, Lunar Evening, at $4.60, as well as the 3, Guru Win. Number 5, Peter's Pride, at $4.80, and the 4, Side Valve, at $6. Double figure odds about the rest there, race number 12 at Traralgon, the lucky last there. Now the numbers for the Group 3 at Pinjarra, the Don Randall Memorial Cup, 4, Tommy Be Good got in, $12.73.10, 8, the Bucket List, $2, and the 9, Ahoka Punter, $1.31. Costa del Magnifique was in there for 4th. Still no update at Corowa. We'll head back to Paul Francis and get a further update from race 7 at Corowa. Traralgon race 12, not far away either, punters.
6:48 out. Would you note that number 1, our Luca, out at 6:48. Our Luca's been withdrawn at Corowa. Our Luca has come out. 6:48 the scratching time. Our Luca, now moving target still to come up, so that's a shame for the connections and all those that well, you'll be refunded with your money if you backed our Luca, but he was a very short price favourite. He just got a bit agitated, fired up in the stalls, and consequently he's failed the vet test, and he's a withdrawal. So coming out, watching our Luca has been withdrawn from the final event in the program at Corowa. Our Luca taken out, so he's a scratching. So if you're Victor, this will make him a fairly short price. He's coming up. Hoodless is in 2, and waiting for Western Wow to come up. Billabong Boy is in. Now Victor has gone in. Please note that our Luca, the short price favourite, taken out by orders of the vets at the barriers. They're just about to go in the last at Corowa. Our Luca, the scratching. So they're set, racing without our Luca, who's a late scratching here. Away they go. Victor bounded away very quickly out wide. Scargin Force is driving up to be with the leaders, and they're followed by Hoodless, followed by Billabong Boy, moving target, and Western Wow back last of all. As they race 2 onto the course proper though, and showing plenty of speed, Scargin Force. Victor's on its outside. Billabong Boy driving up along the inside to join them. 2 lengths to Hoodless, followed then getting back Western Wow, and moving targets at the rear of the field. Billabong Boy on the inside, Scargin Force. Victor is out 3 deep, and he's wide into the straight, but running home pretty well, Victor, as they race down towards the 300. Victor with his head on the side is coming after them rapidly now. Victor loomed up on the outside and raced to the lead with about moving targets running on well. Victor's in front though, moving targets coming from well back down the outside, but Victor held together is coming away to win, and Victor beats moving target Western Well followed by Scargin, Force and Hoodless. And the last in was Billabong Boy, and taken out at the barriers was Al Luca, the favourite, a late scratching at the barriers, would everyone note.
Yes, Victor. Talia Hope gets a double there at Corowa, this time for Dan McCarthy, $2 and $1.10. Moving target, $7.60. No third dividend for Western Wow. Now, while that race was being run, punters, we do apologise, but there was a clash. Race number 12, the last at Traralgon, was run and won. 175 are the numbers. Queendon Roaming at $4.40 and $2. The 7 Eagle Princess, $4.40, and the 5 Peters Pride at $1.40. Race number 12 there at Traralgon. Next up is race number 2 from Angle Park, and the favourite here is number 2, Grace in Ebony for Lisa Rasmussen. It's at $2.30 with UBet, with tab.com.au. Shorter, $2. It's been supported as well from $2.15. So a really good winning hope here. It's also the late mail runner. However, Tim Edwards, he's got the 4 on top here. Apollo Dawn, $5.50 out to 7, back into $5.50. Its original quote. This dog by Lochinvar Marlow. It's had the 2 starts, both in maiden company, and it comes to this race with claims, and Tim Edwards thinks it's a very, very good hope. Now, of course, we have Apollo Dawn trained by Matthew Payne here. The speed does look to be with the 1 Shaniqua. It will get away well. A very open race. There's a short price favourite, but it is easy. Let's head out to Tim for race 2 at Angle Park.
Here's the other one that's given a chance, $4.40 out to $8. I should say $4.40 out to $5 for Logie Bridge. And they're moving forward now. So late move for Apollo Dawn, 6 into 5 late. They're placing away Grace in Ebony, third run here in the state. $2.40 on the UBet fix, opened at $2.20. Just about ready. Good move here late for the 4 and also the 8. Apollo Dawn and Logie Bridge. They've both been well found late here. And they're set to run. Lure's about to roll. Race 2. Here it comes. Race 2 Angle Park. Favourite Grace in Ebony. They're ready. And away, Apollo Dawn blew the start. Nut and Bolt began fast and out wide. Logie Bridge is getting a clear run. Hazel Eyes was booting through as well. Logie Bridge found the lead. Now second Nut and Bolt. Around the outside goes Apollo Dawn. The inside Shaniqua. Well back Kiowa Lone Wolf. Then came Hazel Eyes. Grace in Ebony can't win. Cinnamon Rose last. But Logie Bridge on the corner led by 3.5. Apollo Dawn running on. They turn the bend. Logie Bridge 2.5 on. Running into second Apollo Dawn, but Logie Bridge defeats Apollo Dawn, flashing home Grace in Ebony. Finally got going to run third. Nut and Bolt ran fourth, then Kiowa Lone Wolf, Shaniqua, and Cinnamon Rose was back towards the rear with Hazel Eyes. 30 and 84 the run.
8.429, Logie Bridge gets the win at start number 2, breaks through by EJ's Douglas. This 1-year-old dog goes one better than its previous run here for Brendan Gottschutski. $3.70 money back, $1.50 for the 4 Apollo Dawn and $1.40 for the 2 Grace in Ebony. 8.429, race 2 at Angle Park. Race number 1 at Grafton next up, 305 metre maiden, and the favourite here is the 1. It's at $2.50 with tab.com.au is Peroni Beach. Now, this greyhound, 5 starts for only the 1 placings. That was on debut, that runner-up effort behind Bockham Timmy. Since then, hasn't had too much luck. Has been up to Albion Park, though, and tried his luck over the 331 metres. In fact, this bitch by El Gallo. It's on top for Mark Arundale, ahead of the 2 and the 4. $4 for the 4 Android Society, $5 for the 9 Hello Bree, which gets a run from box 7, and then $7 for the 8 Positive Plan. 1, 2, 4 there for Mark Arundale as we welcome him in to call the card at Grafton.
And runners at the side of the boxes now moving over for the first event. Shortly have the runners locked away here. So welcome to our Sky One audience this evening. It's a few spits of rain here for the first event. Favourite out to $2.60, Peroni Beach for Dean Turley. $3.40, and late support for Android Society, $4.20 into $3.50. The one they've really supported here at odds is Hello Bree in box number 7, 10s into $5.50. So good support for the reserve runner in this first event. All set here now, race number 1, the bunny set into motion. Set for a break. Racing, Peroni Beach fairly into stride. Beginning best out wide was Positive Plan, showing pace. Kingsbury Lady, Hello Bree around them quickly. Next was Android Society, Kingsbury Tammy, and at the rear Veteramont. The leader into the straight was Peroni Beach, trying to get on turns. Android Society out wide. Hello Bree out wide, doing best. Hello Bree gets the prize from either Android Society or Peroni Beach. Close up to those Kingsbury Lady, Kingsbury Tammy, Positive Plan, and Veteramont the tail ender.
The 9, Hello Bree, breaks through at the 5th time of asking. This bitch by Barsha Bale gets the win here for Glenn Northfield, ahead of number 4, Android Society, 1, Peroni Beach, and the 5, Kingsbury Lady, will be 4th. 9, 4, 1 and 5 there, race number 1 at Grafton. $7.390 for the winner. Will pop up those other dividends when the numbers come into the frame. Race number 6 at Nowra next up, and the favourite here is number 4, Bella Mist. Yeah, for Marie Burton, it's at $3.10, $3.60 for the 6, Mount Thomas, for Charlie McAuliffe. Then we have the 8, which is at $4.40, Patchy Zipper, and then number 3, Look of Sabrina, at $7 there at Nowra. Double figure odds for the rest. Now, Gary Clark, he's got the 6 on top here, Mount Thomas, which is on the second line of betting, ahead of 4, 7 and 5. Still 40 seconds to get your bets on. Pretty open race, this second leg of the quaddie. Hopefully you are still alive after number 1, Good Thunder, got up in the previous, at $7.40. We'll head out to Gary Clark now for his description of race number 6 at Nowra.
For behind the boxes here for race number 6. Over the 520, and no parade again here. The favourite, 280, number 4, Bella Miss, last week's winner. 350, number 6, Mount Thomas. Need a bit of luck out there, but if he gets it, he'll work home, and I've ended up going for him to beat the favourite here. 460 for number 8, Patchy Zipper, and the only other one in commission at 750 for number 3, Look of Sabrina. So a bit of an open race, not a great deal of form to actually go with. But Mount Thomas has had plenty of experience here and was able to win here 2 starts ago. Will need luck, but certainly if he gets it. Bella Miss actually jumped last week. That was the key to her, so box matters is all important to start with her. All in, green light. Lure Travels are all set for race number 6. Second leg of the quaddie, favourite in the blue. Ready. Racing, Bella Miss come out okay. Look at Sabrina, Armalite away. Nice, it's a good go early. Surfer Blue, sound the bells out wide. Gee, they're tight out of the straight. Oh, getting checked out of it there. Mount Thomas with Silent Beckham, and Patches Zipper is also out of play. Down the back, look at Sabrina led by 2. Sound the bells the outside. Armalite the fence, 2 lengths away. Surfer Blue, 3 lengths off. Then the Bella Miss a long way back. Came Mount Thomas, Patches Zipper and Silent Beckham on the corner. But look at Sabrina turns in front. 1 thread, sound the bells. Look at Sabrina, sound the bells. Look at Sabrina ahead, sound the bells. Nearly a dead heat. Third, Surfer Blue, Armalite could go either way. Bella Miss and Mount Thomas were next in from Patchy Zipper, and Silent Beckham the tail ender. Time of 30 and 77.
3715 rather, 3715 there, race 6 at Nowra. Look of Sabrina, 10.33.10, Sound of Bells, 3.10, and the 1 Armalite at $3.70. Now that first event at Grafton, there was a dead heat for second there, so it was 9.14 in the first event at Grafton. 9.14 and 5 were the numbers for race number 1 at Grafton. Next race up on Sky 1 is the second from Terang. It's over 1,680 metres. The favourite's the 1, Lady Perseverance. Yes, welcome to Sky Race Night here on Sky Racing 1. Mark Olmos with you. A big evening from the Meadows this evening, and covering the action from the Group 3 and the Group 1 Hume Cup is James Vandermart.
Hello to you, Mark. Hello, everybody. Welcome along to the Meadows. It is a massive night of racing here. Melbourne Cup E for the thoroughbred punters, but it's all about the greyhounds tonight. The Group 1 Hume Cup, as well as the Group 3 RSN 927 Silver Bullet. As well as that, we see a massive clash just moments away between Ring the Bell and Ebby Ripper, who were both enormous in the Group 2 Top Gun for Stayers last week. All that and so much more, interviews with all the big gun players. We look forward to beginning with race number 1 tonight, Marco, at 7:05.
Yes, we look forward to all of the action here. The Group 3 Silver Bullet and the Group 1 Hume Cup should be an outstanding night from the Meadows. Race 2 at Terang, they're scoring up. Lady Perseverance is the favourite, number 1 at $1.90. Let's head out to Craig Rail.
$19. Torto Jane $3.40 out from $2.50 and Jules Peach $5 out from $3.90. So best back Lady Perseverance. They start in the guaranteed back straight, set to run. Green light, they're racing. Lady Perseverance fairly into stride. Safari Princess, Jules Peach both came out fast. Lady Perseverance is burrowing through. Is about a neck behind Jules Peach, but will lead. Lady Perseverance in front, Jules Peach second. In third, the flash of his eye. Then Safari Princess or Daz Bonita went to go forward, but was caught 3 wide as going back now. Then Torto Jane on the outside of Missing Mary, and back to the tail end of the field as they turning to the front straight was Aerodyne Fella. Up towards the 1200 metres mark, and leader Lady Perseverance leads by 2 metres. The outside Jules Peach, 29.8 the first quarter, 4.9 was the lead time. So Lady Perseverance at the bar, start winning post with a lap to run. Leads a metre, Jules Peach second. In third spot, the flash of his eye, then Safari Princess. In the running line, Torto Jane on the outside of Missing Mary, then Aerodyne Fella and Ordaz Bonita. Up towards the 800 metres mark, Lady Perseverance on top. Leads 2 metres, Jules Peach, the flash of his eye. Then Safari Princess, Torto Jane, Missing Mary, Ordaz Bonita and Aerodyne Fella.
最後にゲートへと誘導されます。収まりました。枠入り完了。スタートしました。中ほど6番のレソルテ、出を伺いますが、内からは1番バルダッキーノも並んでまいりました。外から接近は7番サンシャーロット、さらには12番のサンベリーが今4番手、内を通って3番ブリージー、並びかけてくる5番菅野ファスリエフ、それから8番タカラビートが続いて1コーナーカーブ、4番のベルビュー、その後ろからは当番ダノンウィンザー、内を通って2番シュベッターリング、後方から11番ヤマタチャレンジ、最後方9番ルドベキア、前は2コーナー、先手6番レソルテ、リードは1馬身で1番バルダッキーノが2番手向こう正面、外目3番手7番サンシャーロット、3番手から2番手に並んでまいりました。残り800の標識を迎えます。1馬身半差、3番ブリージー、並んで5番菅野ファスリエフ、やや遅れました。手が動いて12番サンベリーニ、その内からは8番タカラビート、後方勢当番ダノンウィンザー、4番ベルビュー、さらには2番のシュメッターリング、離れて11番ヤマタチャレンジ、遅れて9番ルドベキアシンガリ、前は3コーナー、先頭6番レソルテ、2番手に上がって前を追っていく7番サンシャーロット、400の標識を通過。この後ろは4馬身5馬身と空いて下がった1番バルダッキーノ、代わって3番手には当番ダノンウィンザー上がって4コーナーカーブから直線、前は6番レソルテ、外から7番のサンシャーロット並んで2頭の一騎打ちか、3番手は当番ダノンウィンザー、4番手以降離れて1番バルダッキーノ粘って今4番手、前は代わって7番サンシャーロット先頭、2番手6番レソルテ、3番手懸命によって当番ダノンウィンザー、2番手まで差を詰められるか、先頭7番サンシャーロット合輪、7番サンシャーロット人気に応えました。安城笹川翼騎手今日2つ目、6番のレソルテ2番手は粘りました。最後差を詰めた当番ダノンウィンザーですが、これは3番手、その後ろは8番タカラビート、2番シュベッターリング並んで4番手争いで続いています。人気を集めた7番のサンシャーロット、逃げた6番レソルテを見据えながらの競馬、直線これを捉えて抜けました。7番サンシャーロット勝っています。6番レソルテ、しかし2番手は粘りました。最後差を詰めた当番ダノンウィンザーは3番手入線です。着順払い戻し金の確定まで投票権は大切にお持ちください。第5競争でした。
第5レースご覧いただきました。1位入線は7番のサンシャーロットです。直線半ばで抜け出しています。2位入線は6番のレソルテ、3位入線は10番のダノンウィンザーです。このまま確定しますと、馬服が6番7番で 35.1 倍、馬単が7番6番で 48.9 倍、3連服が6番7番10番で 153.9 倍、3連単が7番6番10番で 543.6 倍検討です。確定でお待ちください。 れでは第6レースのパドックです。1番ゴーパラディマイナス6、2番エスカプラス3、3番プチプチ増減なし、4番イソエドラコ増減なし、5番エカテリーナマイナス2、6番ダームリュンヌ増減なし、7番ハイアビリティマイナス7、8番リコーアベルタプラス3、9番メイプルキュートマイナス1、10番コンバットダイヤマイナス11、11番ヒアップシンガープラス8、以上第6レースはご覧の11頭で争われます。第5レース確定しました。1着は7番のサンシャーロットです。デビュー4戦目での勝利。勝ちタイムは1分37秒1。安城の笹川翼騎手は本日2勝目です。2着は6番のデソルテ、3着は10番のダノンウィンザーで確定しました。払い戻し金です。単勝7番200円、副賞7番120円、6番450円、10番290円、枠服56 400円、枠単6号660円、通馬服6番7番3510円、馬単7番6番4890円、ワイド6番7番1240円、7番10番600円、6番10番3860円、スター年服6番7番10番15390円、スター年単7番6番10番54360円。以上第5レース払い戻し金をお伝えしました。南関東地方競馬チャンネルがパソコン、スマホ、タブレットでいつでもどこでもリアルタイムでお楽しみいただけます。まずはウェブ、スカパーオンデマンドにログイン、難関チャンネルのページを選択。そしてアプリ、スマホやタブレットなら専用アプリでもっと簡単に。アンテナがつけられない方、レースを見逃した方も、オンデマンドならスカパー678チャンネル、南関東地方競馬チャンネルをお楽しみいただけます。ご視聴料金は月々1080円、難関スカパーオンデマンドで検索。それではここでお知らせです。パソコン、スマホ、タブレットでスカパーを楽しめるスカパーオンデマンドなら、ご覧の南関東地方競馬チャンネルがいつでもどこでもお楽しみいただけます。さらに見逃し配信を利用すれば過去1週間分のレースを 時間を気にせずご覧いただくことができます。スカパーオンデマンドはどなたでもご利用いただけます。まずはスカパーオンデマンドの無料会員登録を済ませ、南関東地方競馬チャンネルをチェックしてみてください。
The next up, and a pretty good betting race right up the top there, sees the 1, 2, 3 and 6 all under $5 here. Very good race. Awful conditions there at Grafton. The Northern Rivers looks absolutely appalling. The favourite number 1, Apache Valley, narrowly at $3.40 ahead of the 2, Boracic Valley, also now into $3.40, so equal favourites there. The 3, Rumble Soldier at $4 and the 6, Black Tapper at $4.80. $13 plus about the rest here for race number 2 at Grafton. Now on top for Mark Arundel, he's got the 2 on top, Boracic Valley for Desmond Winters. Desmond Winters also trains the other favourite in Apache Valley, which is Mark Arundel's second selection, then the 8 and 6. Mark's numbers in full, 2, 1, 8 and 6 as we head out to him for race 2 at Grafton.
We're starting to really bucket down here now as this storm's starting to approach. A little light show coming in as well. Good betting race this. Apache Valley and Boracic Valley, the 2 Des and Debbie winners runners here, boxes 1 and 2, both $3.50 apiece. Rumble Soldiers had support, it's into $4. Black Tapper at $4.20. And the other winners runner, Wallace Valley, the best of the rest, is an $11 quote. So this storm really starting to hit. We should just get this race through before it really teams down, or having said that, heavy enough now as they're all locked away. Green light on. Bunny set into motion, set for a break, race 2. Racing, Apache Valley fairly into stride. Best out was Rumble Soldier, finds the lead from Black Tapper. Third was Boracic Valley, and wide of those, Wallace Valley makes a run. Next, Apache Valley, Supreme Flash well back. Bells, Biddy and Kembler to Khan at the tail. On the side, Rumble Soldier the leader, trying to get on turns. Boracic Valley, railing through was Wallace Valley. Wide of those, Black Tapper. Still in front was Rumble Soldier. He'll hold them all at bay. Rumble Soldier will beat Wallace Valley. Close up to those was Boracic Valley, Apache Valley, a break to Bells, Biddy, Kembler to Khan, Black Tapper and Supreme Flash the tail ender.
Stephen Keep had a couple of runners in that race, and he gets the chocolates with the 3 Rumble Soldier, $4.50 and $2.60. The 8 Wallace Valley at $3.50 for Peter Marsh, and the 2 Boracic Valley at $1.20 for Desmond Winters. 3, 8, 2 and 1 will be your numbers, race number 2 at Grafton. The 7th event from Pinjarra next up. It's a listed event, is the next from Pinjarra, over 2,185 metres. It's the Silver Sands 4-year-old classic. The favourite here is number 1, the Pima Indian. Now, Gary Hall Jr. drives for his father, Gary Hall Sr. in some very good form, is this $1.55 favourite. 8 starts for the 6 wins, looking for 6 on the trot here. Looks to be in very, very good form and should be taking out this listed race, according to punters, especially drawn from the pole here. Next line of betting, the 3 Max Affair, also in very good form. Shannon Savalco drives here for Mike Reed. Then we go down the board again, $4.60 for the 5 Herrick Roosevelt, and then $16 plus about the rest. Hands and Wheels, which has been in reasonably good form for Aidan DeCampo, it's at $16. And then we go down to Rock and Roll Lincoln for Justin Prentice. Numbers from Matt McDermott, he's got the 3 on top. Max Affair to cause an upset ahead of the 5 Herrick Roosevelt, 2 Hands and Wheels, and the 1 the Pima Indian. 3, 5, 2 and 1 for Matt McDermott as we head out to him for the call of the 7th at Pinjarra.
Thanks, Mark. They may just run a little bit behind time. Herrick Roosevelt just out onto the track with Stuart McDonald and the stewards having a look at the film of the finish there in the previous, and also on top of that declaring Ideal Alice tonight a fair start, and she is a non-runner out of that Don Randall Memorial, with Tommy Be Good just grabbing the bucket list in a track record of 157.1, previously held by our Jimmy Johnston for the last 2 and a bit years at 157.8. Good race upcoming here for the 4-year-olds, the listed classic, and the Pima Indian is into $1.60. He's won 5 in a row, and he opened at $2.40 and reached $2.50. Now into $1.65. Hands and Wheels, no friends, 7 out to 20. Good first up win here. Max Affair, 3 out to $4.60. She too is a first up winner. Rock and Roll Lincoln, 15 out to 41, back to 34. He debuted with a good win in the state last week. Herrick Roosevelt, 280 out to $5, now back to $4.60. And he won his first 3 before finishing 3rd last start. Bravo Tex has got a 50% play strike rate, 91 out to 126, back to 91. Kieran Joseph has won 2 of his last 3, a first up win and a last start second. He's 81 out to 126, back to 91. And Breach the Beach, a Gawler Derby winner at Globe Derby in South Australia, and has moved across here to the west, 91 out to 126, back in to 41. So they are about to be called up for the 7th today, the IGA Silver Sands 4-year-old Classic, 2,185 metres. Soho Tribeca winning this race last year in 156. And we're about to find out this year's edition. 165, the Pima Indian in from 240. And just getting some news through. Yep, alright, thank you. Yeah, no worries. So they're about to be called up. On the outside, Kieran Joseph coming forward. Bravo Tex is moving up now. Herrick Roosevelt in barrier 5. Rock and Roll Lincoln 4. Max Affair in barrier 3. Hands and Wheels 2. The Pima Indian to swing around and come up into gate 1. Breach the Beach, the only runner off the second line. So the Pima Indian is in a break here, but he's down now and trying to fulfill barrier 1 as the mobile heads down the side. Those on the outside of the front come up. Herrick Roosevelt right on gate with Bravo Tex and Kieran Joseph. Rock and Roll Lincoln, Max Affair, Hands and Wheels. Here's the Pima Indian coming up into 1 now, and Breach the Beach off the second line. So the mobile nears the turn. Thanks, Stu. Tommy Be Good. Track record the previous, the Don Randall, and the IGA Silver Sands 4-year-old Classic listed race. Mobile into the front straight, $1.65 for the Pima Indian in barrier 1. And it's a green for go. Max Affair came out fast, joining the Pima Indian in the lead early from Hands and Wheels. Breach the Beach getting up behind the lead of the Pima Indian, who holds Max Affair. Back in 5th is Rock and Roll Lincoln ahead of Herrick Roosevelt. Bravo Tex down to the pegs, and Kieran Joseph will be the last one to race out of the straight. The Pima Indian leads. 1 length now, Max Affair on the outside of Breach the Beach, who was behind the lead. The Derby winner in the 1-1, Hands and Wheels. Bravo Tex goes up on the inside, easing and going 3 wide now for Prentice's Rock and Roll Lincoln with not a lot of early pace on. Herrick Roosevelt is 2 lengths away and a couple off. Kieran Joseph was last. So down the back at the mile, and it comes up in 43.5 the lead time. And Rock and Roll Whitby had sped to the lead, catching the Pima Indian out there. So Rock and Roll Lincoln goes to the top, and Max Affair moves up again on the outside. Pima Indian behind the lead. Hands and Wheels is 4th as the mare Max Affair now. She presses on around Rock and Roll Lincoln, and our 3rd leader inside the first lap. Max Affair takes over by 1 to Rock and Roll Lincoln, so the Pima Indian is now 3 back to pegs, and Hands and Wheels is without cover. Being tracked by Herrick Roosevelt into the straight. Breach the Beach now 4 back on the inside, and then comes Bravo Tex second last, and Kieran Joseph 2 lengths away last. 29.2, first quarter of the last mile in the IGA Silver Sands 4-year-old Classic. And the Oaks winner getting a breather, Max Affair, as Hands and Wheels moves up on the outside. A metre away second when they leave the straight. Rock and Roll Lincoln behind the lead, and the Tab Tunch sprint lane coming up soon. Herrick Roosevelt enjoys the 1-1. The Pima Indian is now midfield on the pegs. Lower followed by Breach the Beach on the inside of Kieran Joseph, who's raced up into the 1-2. And Bravo Tex was now the last one past the WA Country Builders 800. 30 seconds was that second quarter. 59.2 the half, and it's Max Affair leading the way. The Oaks winner from the Derby winner, Hands and Wheels, 3/4 off in second. Rock and Roll Lincoln behind the lead. Herrick Roosevelt, the 1-1. The Pima Indian, 5th on the inside. A half to Kieran Joseph now, 3 back the moving line. Breach the Beaches, 4 back the Pegs, and a length away. Bravo Tech sees them all. At the 400 metres in 28.8. It's Max Affair leading Hands and Wheels. 3 wide comes Herrick Roosevelt. Behind the lead is Rock and Roll Lincoln. The Pima Indian gets away from the inside, but still 2 or 3 off the lead with Kieran Joseph into the straight. Max Affair trying to fend off the challengers. Rock and Roll Lincoln back to the sprint lane. Herrick Roosevelt in the centre of the track. He's unwound with a big run. Herrick Roosevelt has gone up to hit the lead. The Pima Indian runs on late with Rock and Roll Lincoln, but Herrick Roosevelt too good for Rock and Roll Lincoln and the Pima Indian. Max Affair. Hands and Wheels, Breach the Beach, Kieran Joseph, and Bravo Tex, one of the last in. The
Herrick Roosevelt wins there for Stuart McDonald. A very, very nice win there. Pays $4.60, $1.40. The 4 Rock and Roll Lincoln, $3.30. And the 1, the Pima Indian, the favourite, goes down $1.04. We thank Nara and stewards there for holding for race number 7. And the favourite there is number 8, Can You Bounce, for Marie Burton. Let's go to Nara.
Okay, Can You Bounce, $3 in the 280. Black JC, the second elected, $5. Very close to another win, Black JC. I thought he's a good each-way chance here. The Can You Bounce is going to run the favourite out in the pink. Getting trouble, Highlands Road. They've got it in now. He just didn't want to go in Highlands Road, but he's right now. Bone into the boxes, race 7. We're all set. Ready and racing, Can You Bounce was last out, smashing Sarah. Chicago Avenue got away nicely, and down the back Chicago Avenue ran to the lead. In second place there, ASA My Baker, Ocean Realm, Can You Bounce, the fence, smashing Sarah. Black JC just got tangled up, dropped out there from Highlands Road, coming to the corner. Chicago Avenue the leader, Can You Bounce got right through on the inside, race to the lead. Can You Bounce come away to beat Chicago Avenue, smashing Sarah. Then Ocean Realm and Rapid Extraction, followed by ASA My Baker, Highlands Road, and Black JC in around 21 seconds even.
Marie Burton gets another winner there, $2.80, $1.50 there for Can You Bounce, number 8. The 4 Chicago Avenue, $4. And the 1 Smashing Sarah, $1.87. Awesome Baker gets 4th. Race 2 at the Meadows next up. A short price favourite in the form of number 2, which is Aston It Is at $2.10. Also on top for you, Jim.
Tip number 2 on top, Aston It Is. I thought this greyhound was really impressive last week. Went fast sections, 8.92, 21.95, 34.56. Beautifully bred son of Taranzabale and the staying star that was Sweet It Is. For second, 5 Alpha Ryan. Stuck on really well behind Aston It Is in the heat. I think they can reproduce that type of run. For third, 1 Oshkosh Wayne, drawn to get a nice run through. All 3 of his career wins have come from the inside draws. And for fourth, number 3 Alan Yarney. I just thought he's racing well. Wins of late here at the Meadows in the heat and also at Sandown after grinding away there. With tab.com.au, it's $2.10 about Aston It Is. 3.80 Alpha Ryan. I think the box draw just favours the 2 here, Aston It Is, to get the nice cart through at the start. If he can lead, I think he's going to be awfully hard to get by. $5 now for Dinah Chill. And there's one at a big price. Destiny Mermaid, 126 to 1 on the fixed odds. Let's go up to the Hawk now. Race 2. My numbers 2, 5, 1 and 3.
5, Lady Charlotte and 7. Moving it well. Here's the favourite, box 2 here. Green light. Made Wilson the outside. Favourite and 2, Aston It Is. They're set. Ready now. Racing. Aston It Is to the inside. Began okay. Speed there from Dinah Chill out the centre. Moving up and around the outside. Lady Charlotte. Aston It Is the favourite. Drove through and takes the lead with a lap to go by 2. Lady Charlotte driving up on the inside is Dinah Chill, followed by Alan Yarney. Next to the outside then come Alpha Iron. Third last to the back was our mate Wilson, followed by Oshkosh Wayne. About 4 lengths away, Destiny Mermaid. Coming off the back straight though. Aston It Is leader, well clear. 5 or 6 in front. Over Dinah Chill, followed by Alpha Iron. And a gap there to Lady Charlotte. Turning them. It's all Aston It Is. And Aston It Is going to come down the line and win by 4 or 5 lengths. Dinah Chill has run second, Alpha Iron third. A long gap to Lady Charlotte, followed then by our mate Wilson. And then came to Steady Mermaid, followed by Oshkosh Wayne. Alan Yarney in the time. Around 34.43, race 2.
He's called the card at Ballarat, and now he's tipped the first 2 on the card there at the Meadows as James Vandermart. Aston It Is, $2.10, $1.30 for Paula Bella. Number 4, Dinah Chill, $1.80, and the 5 Alpha Aeon at $1.50 to 7. Will get 4th there, Lady Charlotte. Race number 2 at the Meadows. Race number 4 at Angle Park next up, and the 8 here is the favourite, which is Spring Irish. It's at $1.90 with UBet. Just having a look at these odds here on tab.com.au, it's $2 as well. It's the 100 rater, coming off a couple of third placings here at Angle Park over the 5:15 in Grade 6 companies. So this dog by Spring Gun, 13 starts for 3 wins and 6 placings. Good record from box 8, hasn't missed a top 3 finish. It's only won once though when wearing the pink. Number 2, Redhead Relton at $4.80, and then we have the 1, Spring in China at $6. Number 7, Bradley Tyson, if it can return to its best form, it could be hard to beat, but doesn't seem to get over much further than 400 metres. Its record would suggest anyway, being a young pup. Tim Edwards, he's got the 8 on top ahead of 2, 4 and 7 for this 4th event from Angle Park. The favourite, Spring Irish, trained by Greg Board.
5:15, and he ran 3rd prior to that. He's had box 8 3 times for a win and 2 minors, so this is certainly his box. He's not the quickest out, but if he stays out of trouble and can stay wide, he'll probably be too strong for these. 480 Redhead Relton, 2nd pick. Spring in China at $6.50 the red. $9 Bradley Tyson. Spring Irish, he weighs in at around the 29 kilo mark. He's even money and hasn't budged from that figure. He just needs to avoid the traffic early, and if he's 3 deep down the back and a clear run at them, he probably will be too strong over the concluding stages. He's had 13 starts for 3 wins and 6 minors, and he's well adapted from an outside draw. Moving up, moving forward, loading away. Spring Irish the favourite, hard to beat. Box 8, just about set. Race 4, Angle Park. Monday night greyhound racing in South Australia. They're set to run. Favourite wears pink. Ready. Away. Spring Irish away fairly. Poorly out Easy Bets. The inside Bogan at Heart won the start. Now the favourite's drifted back to 3rd last, but missed the trouble there. Is trying to avoid it. Gets into a bit of bother now though. Meanwhile, Bogan at Heart shot away. 2 lengths on Santano. Moving up Bradley Tyson. Then Woodside King. Spring in China. Spring Irish too far back from Redhead Relton. And Easy Bets last. The race in 2. Bogan at Heart narrowly. Santano joins it. Now Spring in China's getting the run. Exploding through. In China raced away to defeat Santano. Oh, 3rd close. Bogan at Heart was there. Redhead Relton was steaming home at the end. Spring Irish wasn't far away either. That 4 dog was stopping very quickly on the post. It might have gripped on for 3rd. Well back in the field then towards the rear was Woodside King back at the tail. It's 1, 5 and 4.
154, Spring in China wins. $4.90 and $2.20 there for John Johnston. Number 5, Santano at $4.40 for Charles Adcock, and the 4, Bogan at Heart, $3.20. 154 the numbers at Angle Park. A minute away from race 3 at Terang. That'll be right after this break.
The average traveller visits loads of different websites before booking their hotel. That's fair enough. You want to make sure you get a great hotel for the best price. There are so many websites out there. How can you visit them all? Well, before you book, check on Trivago. Trivago instantly compares prices from more than 250 websites and apps. And that's how Trivago finds your ideal hotel for the best price. Hotel Trivago.
Welcome back to Sky Racing 1 on this Monday evening. As you can see, those are the pictures we are receiving from Grafton, and they've lost power, and it is an absolutely awful night there, as you can see, with the rain and the lightning, and gee whiz, the thunder. Looks to be a horrendous evening there, so stand by for more news from that meeting. The next event, which is race number 3, that certainly won't go in 4 minutes' time, but we will update you on the official word out of Grafton for the remainder of their meeting, because it does look to be in doubt at this stage. Race number 3 at Terang, however, is next up. The favourite here, narrowly, is number 8, Mr. Freeze, Matt Craven driving and training. Then the 2 is $2.30, not far off it, Kiang Sheik Tout. Now, Glenn Craven is driving this one for Margaret Lee, and then we go out to the 4 at $8, which is Miss Atlanta. Emmett Brosnan drives for Jeff Webster. They're scoring up here for race number 3 at Terang. We'll head out to Craig Rail. His numbers 2, 8, 4 and 1.
In fact, this last start, so it certainly is nearing a win. Angelique Club Pace, race number 3, about to get underway. Favourites are Kiang Check It Out and Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze is drawn the inside of the second line. Ready to go. Green light, they're racing. Kiang Check It Out came out quickly. Will get across. Talk of Courage. Dundonald Dancer fairly into stride. Miss Atlanta's going forward out deep off the track. Drew 2 metres in front. And there's pace on as Kiang Check It Out drives through and holds out the challenge of Miss Atlanta. Talk of Courage on the inside. Now Mr. Freeze 3 back the inside. Couldn't get away from the markers early. Dundonald Dancers 1 out 1 back. Then Archduke Joseph. Excite Us Ruby C goes back to the inside of the Restrepo back straight to be third last, just in front of Miss Contravene, and Tefalte Rote dropped out to the tail end of the field. Kiang Check It Out leads a metre. Miss Atlanta second. On the leader's back, Talk of Courage will wait for the Shady Shark Hanover sprint lane run. Dundonald Dancer 1 out 1 back. 3 back the markers, Mr. Freeze, then Archduke Joseph, Excite Us Ruby C, Tefalte Rote and Miss Contravene. 44 the lead time is Kiang Check It Out in front, leading by a metre. Both Kiang Check It Out and Miss Atlanta sprinted pretty sharply for 100 or 200 metres early, but have really backed off the tempo now. Talk of Courage on the inside of Dundonald Dancer. Mr. Freeze 3 back the inside, needs a touch of luck. 1 out 2 back, Archduke Joseph. Then Excite Us Ruby C, Tefalte Rote and Miss Contravene the last one. First quarter a leisurely 33 seconds. At the bar of stock winning post with a lap to run. Kiang Check It Out leads ahead. Miss Atlanta second. Dundonald Dancer on the outside of Talk of Courage. Then Mr. Freeze and Archduke Joseph. Next one, Excite Us Ruby C. Then Tefalte Rote. And last of all is Miss Contravene. Into the Restrepo back straight once again. And the leader narrowly, Kiang Check It Out. 30.4 the second section. 63 for the half. Kiang Check It Out leads narrowly. The outside, Miss Atlanta. Third, Talk of Courage. Now Dundonald Dancer's under pressure, so Mr. Freeze may get out shortly. Out wider, Archduke Joseph. He is into the clear now, Mr. Freeze. Then Excite Us Ruby C, Tefalte Rote and Miss Contravene. Kiang Check It Out in front, but the main rival is coming now, Mr. Freeze. Off the back straight in 28.6. Kiang Check It Out and Mr. Freeze around the outside. Just behind them, Miss Atlanta, Talk of Courage, Excite Us Ruby C. Into the front straight, Mr. Freeze hit the lead. Kiang Check It Out trying to fight. Then Talk of Courage and Miss Atlanta. Kiang Check It Out comes back at Mr. Freeze. Kiang Check It Out, Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze, Kiang Check It Out. A stirring battle up to the line. They hit it. And Mr. Freezer knows, I think. Maybe Mr. Freezer knows too. Kiang Check It Out, but it is close. Third, Miss Atlanta in front of Talk of Courage. Then Excite Us Ruby C. Wider out to Falte Roach. Miss Contravene. Then Archduke Joseph and Dundonald Dancer. Last quarter, 28.7 the half. 57.3 the mile rate to 1.7. Great go. Mr. Freeze, as soon as he got out, he pounced on Kiang Check It Out and he looked all over a winner. But Kiang Check It Out really fought hard on the straight, and there's not much between them as they hit the line. Mr. Freeze on the outside, and Kiang Check It Out, who was kicking back on the inner, and they got clear of Miss Atlanta and Talk of Courage. I just thought that Mr. Freeze has done enough, but it is close. 8 is the winner. 8, Mr. Freeze, Matthew Craven from 2, Kiang Check It Out, Glenn Craven, and 4, Miss Atlanta, Emmett Brosnan, 3rd, 1 4th, Talk of Courage, and a thriller.
8241 there at Terrain. Mr. Freeze gets in, $2.10, $1.30. The rest of your dividends are on screen. Now, the Silver Bullet is one of the features. It's a Group 3 at 8.56. Now, John Thompson is representing Siona Thompson, who has a couple of runners in the Group 3 Silver Bullet. Let's hear what he had to say.
Jason Thompson now, and you've got two in the Silver Bullet tonight, starting with one Aqua Cheetah. He looks fairly well drawn. He was unlucky in the Top Gun.
Yeah, he is, James. He's got a very good record from box one. 7 starts, I think 4 wins in 3 seconds. So he does like the inside, but with the speed in the race, he's going to have to begin and make full use of that good draw. And if he can punch up through the first corner and be in hopefully the top 3, I think he can be right in the finish.
Yeah, he was definitely really moving last week in that Top Gun and was held up at a vital stage. Moving along to Bewildering, we know he's got the class. Can he get the run through the field?
Look, I mean, that's the thing. He's probably, I think box 4 is not as bad as what it looks on paper. Yeah, the dog can begin. He's had one start here over 500, and I think he was in the middle of a group of dogs that ran 5:03 to the winning post, and I think his time was around 5:05, 5:06. So if he can repeat that, that'll put him right there. And I mean, the dog's flying. He had a trial at Warragul Wednesday and ran 22:08. So I think he's as good, if not better, than he ever has, and he just needs that luck early.
Now, out of the two, which one would be the pick of the Thompson pair?
Oh, look, I think Bewildering, just on his pure ability, but probably the other dog's box better.
Well, good luck, mate. Onwards and upwards, the Silver Bullet tonight, and no doubt the Melbourne Cup just around the corner.
Thanks, James.
Jason Thompson there with the favourite Bewildering, and not far off favouritism, the one Aqua Cheetah in the Silver Bullet over 525 in about an hour and 20 minutes time, that Group 3 event. Before then, Launceston is joining us for their first race, and the favourite here in a keen betting race is the 5 Flame and Baroque at 270 and the 8 15-4 at 280. Then we go down to the 6 Kiandra at $6. Shane Yates, he's got the 5 on top ahead of 8, 6 and 7. The favourite's still the 5. In fact, equal favourites, the 5 and the 8 Flame and Baroque and 15-4. Let's head out to Shane as we welcome him in to Sky Racing 1.
Buckle Up Glad $10, Buckle Up Maria at 11. Flame and Baroque, you can get $4.20 at the moment on the Tate on UBet. $2.90 for the favourite on the fixed odds, and they're all set for a start. Race number 1 on Gold Collar Heat Night. They're ready and away. It was a good line out too, with One-Eyed Magpie the first to put its nose in front. Buckle Up Maria shot through on the inside to lead. Buckle Up Glad's on the outside, moving up to second. Barb's Cougar's just in behind the speed, and going forward to get in the middle was One-Eyed Magpie, 2 away Flame and Baroque. Buckle Up Demi last of all is 15-4. Front runner, Buckle Up Maria. One-Eyed Magpie tackling it. Kiandra is up to third. Flame and Baroque is getting into the clear and running on. One-Eyed Magpie grabbed the lead. Flame and Baroque's trying to force its way through, but One-Eyed Magpie beat Flame and Baroque 15-4, and Buckle Up Maria in a photo. Then we had Buckle Up Demi, Kiandra, Buckle Up Glad, and the one that was tailed off included Barb's Cougar.
The 3 wins, One-Eyed Magpie for David Crosswell. $8 and $1.50, $1.50 for the 5 Flame and Baroque, and it looked as though the 8 may just grab third, 15-4. We'll bring you those numbers after this break.
New Peugeot 308, augmented technology.
If you love a bet, then we bet you'll love this. We've got a $6.5 million projected first floor pool on the Melbourne Cup at Flemington Tuesday. So place a bet today on your Tab app, tab.com.au, or at your local. Tab, we love a bet.
Welcome back to Sky Racing 1. The 8th event from now is next up. It's the last leg of the quaddie. Best of luck if you are still alive. You need 1, 3, 8 so far, and the favourite way home in race 8 is the 7 here, Tough Talk. It's $1.90 pop, and it's had 10 career starts for 5 wins and 2 placings. Now, those 5 wins, 4 of those 5 wins have come from his last 4 starts, this son of Magic Sprite, and looks to have a very, very good chance of winning this 8th event. Does Tough Talk for Stephen Arnold. On the second line of betting, we have number 6, Ruin, $4.40. It's also a last star winner, and the 1, Gavin Street, at $5. All in good form, these greyhounds. Gary Clark goes the 7 on top, ahead of 6, 1 and 2. Race number 8 at Nowra. Best of luck to you if you are still alive in the quaddie.
At $1.90. Got out to $2 momentarily, Tab fixed odds about 2 minutes ago, but they took it quickly back into $1.90. Tough Talk, won 5 out of 10. First start for new trainer Stephen Arnold, but he's a very good box dog and a very promising youngster. Ruined at 460 the second, he legged out from 440. The last couple away. Green light through, Bunny Travels, if he's still alive in the quaddy, good luck, favourite in the black. Full set. Ready and racing, Tough Talk got away quickly, not as fast as Bobby Dawn, which went to an early lead, and races at 2 in front down the back over Tough Talk, followed by Avatar Blazer, and he's a trier. Off the track then Gavin Street, then and now well back was Ruin and Springfield Gun, the leader Bobby Dawn, but Tough Talk has got it on the corner, ran to the lead. Avatar Blazer runs on late, but Tough Talk ran clear. Tough Talk went up by 2 to Avatar Blazer and Bobby Dawn. Give it to Gavin Street, fourth in front of Ruined and then and now, followed by He's a Trier and Springfield Gunner, one of the last in. Time recorded of around 21 and 11.
7-2-5-1, $2.30, $1.40 for the favourite Tough Talk. Avatar Blaze at $2.10 and Bobby Dawn at $4.70. The one gets fourth, race 8 at Narra. Now in the Silver Bullet, we just heard from John Thompson representing Siona Thompson. Representing the Kelvin Greeno camp was Jackie Greeno, and they have number 3, Zara's Entity.
Joined here by Jackie Greeno. Jackie, Zara's Entity, she looks a real flying machine.
She certainly is, and she's very, very strong.
She's drawn a really, really good race tonight, the RSN Silver Bullet. It's Group 3 level. Can she really announce herself against some of the big names?
She's definitely as quick as them, and but she's going to need a little bit of luck.
The one thing I have noticed is she can really hit the start. She probably lacks maybe terrific mid-race pace, but she seems to really powder that post.
That's exactly what she does, yeah. So she's got to keep out of trouble early and then take off after them.
Onwards and upwards toward the Melbourne Cup after this?
Yes, certainly. Yeah, that's where she'll be going.
Beautiful. Well, good luck tonight with Zara's Entity in the RSN 927 Silver Bullet.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
As you can see on your screen there, Zara's Entity on the second line of betting there for the Silver Bullet at $4.20 with tab.com.au. That market's just flicked over to race 3, which is in around 3.5 minutes' time. Number 8, Out of Range, the favourite there. Albion Park race number 1 is up next. Great to have Queensland joining us from their greyhound venue. The favourite here, very, very short with tab.com.au. Oxley Rebel is at $1.65 for Robert Giltonen. Second line of betting is the 1, Silver Stunner at $2.60. Nothing else is wanted in betting. Paul Dolan, he has the 4 on top, ahead of 7, 1 and 8 as we welcome in Paul this evening on Sky Racing 1.
Here, that might help. They might actually be able to hear me. Evening all. That's better. Oxley Rebel, the favourite for this opening event. Number 4, $1.65 fixed. And on UBet Tote is $1.80 for Bob Gilton, and number 4, Oxley Rebel's got a couple of vacant boxes on its immediate outside in the 5 and the 6. It's fine and good for Albion Park. Nice breeze blowing across the track. No late scratchings to advise. Green light race 1. Blue Jacket the favourite. They're off. Beginning fast, Kulu Cosmo straight out to the lead, but here comes Oxley Rebel getting up to second, followed there by Scorching Lucy, and then Kulu, Hipster and Silver Stunner and Alpha Phoebe. Out to the back they go. Scorching Lucy took the lead by about 1.5 lengths. Oxley Rebel outside Kulu Cosmo, trying to make ground as Kulu Cosmo's checked back out of it, and getting away Scorching Lucy on the turn. She's a couple clear. Silver Stunner comes to second, and then came Oxley Rebel. In front, Scorching Lucy close to home. Scorching Lucy just from Silver Stunner. Third is either Oxley Rebel or Kulu Hipster with Alpha Phoebe close up with Kulu Cosmo in about 30 and 4.
Scorching Lucy breaks through at the 6th time of asking for Peter Young, $15.90 and $5.70. Not an ideal start for favourite punters there. Number 1, Silver Stunner at $1.10, and the favourite 4, Oxley Rebel, will get in for third, no third dividend, and number 7 will grab 4th, Alpha Phoebe. Race number 3 at the Meadows next up, 1:20 away, and we've got another shorty here. We've got the 8 Out of Range at $1.65 for Siona Thompson, but James Vandermark going with a bit of value again. A bit of pressure on here, mate, going for 3 from 3.
Yeah, 3 from 3, Marco, tipping race 3, number 3, so that's not an omen. I'm not sure what is. 240 about Out of Range at the moment with the tote. It's 420 for Shardy. Fixed odds has the $1.65 Out of Range, while Shardy's at 460. I went 3, 4, 8 and 1. I've tipped the 3 Shardy. I thought the 4th in a Geelong Cup heat was good. The 2nd in the Derby was a high quality run behind Big Flood. Graham possesses a really nice turn of foot, and with a little bit of luck going to the first corner, might set up a nice break and therefore be pretty pretty hard to catch. For second off gone, the 4 Carla Zeus. Better than average form in New South Wales at its best. Trialled well around Ballarat recently. For third off gone, the 8 Out of Range. I think he's the class runner. I just thought the price was a bit skinny at 165, but if he gets out and goes, I'm sure he can run some very fast sections, and we saw that at Warragul last outing. And for fourth going to 1 Calabasas, I thought the draw brings the daughter of Crump right into calculations for a top 4 finish. This is the third event as we have a look at the market out to 170 Out of Range, 460 about Shardy. Just thought Shardy could get the fly here. 650 now for Carla Zeus, $8 about Dinah Wazza, and then it's well and truly double figures. The other quartet, almost write your own ticket. 41 Little Toby, 41 Always About Me, and 50 to 1 Calabasas, Can You Sassy. Third race on the program. To get the bets on with tab.com.au. My numbers on race number 3, 3, 4, 8 and 1. Let's get back up to Ronnie Hawkswell for race number 3.
Yes, James, they're getting set here out of range, all the rage here as they move in for the third race of the card. Moving in, Calabasas in 1, favourite out of range, box 8. Boxing ready to go, they're set. Racing now out of range on the outside began okay. Little Toby speed out wide. Little Toby takes the lead now from Dinah Wazza. Out of range up to third on the turn out of the straight, trying to squeeze through on the centre. Moving up and around the outside is Shardy at that point. They were followed then by Kenya Sassy. A length or so back was Carla Zeus, and drifting right out there. Always About Me and Calabasas up the back though. And Dinah Wazza 4 lengths in front. Out of range is trying hard. Followed then by Carla Zeus. In the straight it's Dinah Wazza the leader. Getting through out of range on the inside. It bursts through, takes lead. Home. Out of range, wanted second is Carla Zeus, who finished well. Then Dinah Wazza. The gap on the race in Kenya Sassy, followed then by Always About Me. And head to the tail would have been Calabasas Shardy. And the time for the race is around 30 and 18.
Nice effort there by the 8. The favourite gets in $1.90, $1.40 for Out of Range. Sienna Thompson, we heard from Jason Thompson just before. They've got a couple of very, very nice chances in the Silver Bullet later on. 4 Carla Zeus was a nice effort after copping some trouble at the beginning of the race, $1.80, also $1.80 for the 5 Dinah Wazza. There's a late scratching at Pinjarra race number 8. Number 5 Lampard is out. Please note punters, Lampard in the next at Pinjarra is out. Rule a line through that Russell Eddy trained runner. Another short price favourite goes around here, Ruling Gold for Chris Lewis and Ross Oliveri. Then on the second line, the 7, Atta Courage. Another one trained by Ross Oliveri. This one to be driven by Mitchell Miller. $7 for the 4 Rum Delight. And Ryan Bell drives trains there. And the rest are in double figure odds. But the 5 Lampard is scratched. Please note, punters, it's a late scratching. Matt McDermott's numbers here, 2, 7 and 4. 2, 7 and 4 are Matt's numbers as we head out to him for the lucky last at Pinjarra. As we say thank you to Matt McDermott for his calling this evening into, well, this afternoon into the evening.
Lining up now. Thanks for that, Mark. Being driven mad by the calling equipment here today, but I'm not sure if that's working yet for our radio audience as they're about to come up. In fact, being turned around here, and I'll come up again momentarily, just the field of 6. A late one of Lampard. Unable to make it to the track, and $1.50 Ruling Gold. First go from a stand. 3 wins. He's had 16 minors in his 22 starts. 1 from 1 at this track. First go behind the barrier tape, $1.50. Opened at $2.65 this morning. Had a Courage, the stablemate, at $5.50. A first up win here from the Mobile last week. Now they're set again. Bonsu's galloped away. She's down into a gear fairly quickly. Rum Delight jumped well with Imali, and Rum Delight in search of the lead. Gets past Imali, running past the post. Ruling Gold away safely. He's up to third out of the straight. Atta Courage shoots through onto pegs, 3 back. Ahead of Bonsu, who drops in behind him. And on the outside is Scoozy Newsy. So the mare's back at the tail of the field. A lap and 3/4 to go, where Rum Delight had got around and takes the lead from Imali and is out by 1 length in the run along the back straight. Is going up quickly now, Ruling Gold, the favourite to challenge Rum Delight. And Ruling Gold now gets a half to 3/4 and gets past Rum Delight to take over. 38.9 was the lead time. So the favourite Ruling Gold a bit over a lap and a half to go. leads Rum Delight by 1. A length away to Imali. A length off then comes Out of Courage. A further length to Bonsu. And the only one away from the pegs is Scoozy Newsy and was last. Leaving the back they go. And the leader is Ruling Gold, had taken over from Rum Delight and leads comfortably nearing the home corner. Back in third is Imali as they race now in single file. Out of Courage fourth ahead of Bonsu, and down to the pegs is Scoozy Newsy last of the six with Lampard the late scratching. 32.5 was the first quarter, and Ruling Gold has had it his own way since getting to the lead at the mile and races down to get the bell with 1 length on Rum Delight and a further length to Imali. And they were followed by Out of Courage. Then comes Bonsu, and seeing them all 5 lengths off the lead was Scoozy Newsy. So they'd swept out of the straight now, and still they race in Indian file order and head to the back with the favourite Ruling Gold for trainer Ross Oliveri. Again a chance to take training honours this afternoon. The stable companion was the first one to move Out of Courage off the pegs and goes up and is joining Ruling Gold in the lead. Rum Delight is in a pocket at the moment now behind the lead. Imali comes off the pegs and up to the 1-1, followed by Bonsu back on the inside and 1.5 to Scoozy Newsy. 32.1 was the second quarter. 64.6 for the half. And down towards the 500 with Ruling Gold in front of Out of Courage by 3/4. Rum Delight with access of the Tab Touch sprint lane if required soon. Imali to the outside. A length to Bonsu and 2 lengths to Scoozy Newsy. But Ruling Gold has had a great trip in the lead since taking over. 28.8 he went down the back. Out of Courage a metre away. Imali comes 3 wide. Rum Delight behind the lead. A length to Bonsu, 2 lengths to Scoozy Newsy. Ruling Gold leading Rum Delight down to the sprint lane. Imali on the outside. Ruling Gold has got enough in reserve. He had it too good early and to his advantage at the end. Ruling Gold beats Rum Delight and Imali. Out of Courage about 3 lengths away in fourth from Bonsu and Scoozy Newsy. The last quarter there to come, the mile rate was 2-1 and something.
2417 there, race number 8 at Pinjarra. Ruling Gold for Chris Lewis, $1.50 and $1.04. The 4 Rum Delight, $2.70. No third dividend there for the 1 Imali, and the 7 Out of Courage will get 4th. Race number 5 at Angle Park next up. It's the first leg of the quaddie here. It's a very open racy. $3.90 the field. The favourite, the 2 Eli Starlight. Tim Edwards, his numbers 1, 3, 2 and 8. Let's head out to Tim for the first leg of the quaddie at Angle Park.
Just about ready. First leg of the quaddie, guaranteed 5,000 with UBet. So good race, plenty of chances to the opening leg of the quaddie. Cooker Jack's going to jump favourite, number 3. They're ready. Set to run. Away. Now Cooker Jack away fairly. Out wide, Springvale Cookie's got pace. Also Skipper McLaren came over with it. So Skipper McLaren led. Springvale Cookie's about 2 away second. Third Fast Fife in the inside. A length away for 4th place in Cooker Jack. Pass there by Megastar Bound starting to work home well. Then Menzies. Beyond midfield Ellie Starlight and Zipping Heady off the back. The leader Skipper McLaren. Now second a length and a half away. Fast Fife. Springvale Cookie trying to wind up. They turn the bend clear of Megastar Bound on the inside. Skipper McLaren. Now Springvale Cookie and also Fast Fife. Oh, Skipper McLaren or Fast Fife from out wide Springvale Cookie. And Cooker Jack's come from nowhere to probably run 4th. Megastar Bound not far away. Then Menzies and Ellie Starlight. Back at the rear, it's a photo between the 4 and the 5.
I think the 4 might get in there. Skipper McLaren for win number 5 at start number 31. A dog by Beckham Bale was a winner 3 and 4 starts ago. 4, 5 and 6 starts ago. And then just lost a bit of form. It seems to have regained with that tough effort. It was a nice one. We'll stand by for those numbers, but across the line there for the first leg of the quaddie did appear to be 4, 5, 8 and 3. We'll stand by for those numbers 4, 5, 8 and 3 potentially. Race number 3 at Grafton now. They're back a race there at Grafton. We saw those pictures earlier, but they have regained power, thankfully. The 4 Bocam Bear is the $2.50 favourite with tab.com.au. On the second line of betting, we have the 1 Moonstone Khan. It's at $4.60 and the 6 Coringa Maisie at $5.50 as well. The 7 Kadati Dillon is also at $5.50. Now, numbers there at Angle Park was 4, 5, 8 and 3. So 4, 5, 8 and 3. Dividends on your screen there. This third event at Grafton, Mark Arundale has the 7 on top ahead of 4, 6 and 1. Kadati Dillon looking to continue his good form. Was a winner last start here at Grafton over this 407 metre trip. Track distance record speaks very well also. Let's head out to Mark for the call of race 3. Okay, Mark's not quite ready for us there. We'll just stand by and we'll keep those pictures on the screen just so we know what's happening. Obviously, the handlers and the greyhounds trying to stay as dry as possible in those shocking conditions there at Grafton. We'll have a look at race 2 at Launceston next up. And the favourite way of betting here is number 2, Swift Zorro. Very, very short with UBet, $1.50, $1.55 on tab.com.au. Looking to make it 3 on the bounce here at Launceston. It's won 2 starts ago at Hobart over the 4.61. Last start at Devonport over the 4.52. And looking to win here over the 2.78. And it is an everywhere dog, according to those statistics, this son of Barsha Bale. Now, number 1, Molly Supernova. It's on the second line of betting, the 1. It's at $3.30. Then we have the 5 free spins at $6. And then you're getting $31 plus about the rest. Now, punters, we'll keep you updated on the situation there at Grafton, but we're not actually sure what's going on there. We haven't heard anything down the line. We'll relay whatever we hear to you, but there doesn't look to be a heck of a lot of action going on there. Race 2 at Launceston we'll take next, and we'll keep an eye out and we'll keep you updated on race number 3 at Grafton and see what they decide to do there, because it is just terrible up there at Grafton. Race number 2 at Launceston, as I mentioned, Swift Zorro, the favourite here. Shane Yates is calling the card there. He's got the 5 on top here at a bit of value. Free spin, $6 to win, ahead of 2, 1 and 4. Let's head out to Shane. In fact, before we head out to Shane, before we get over to Shane Yates, their race number 2 at Launceston, we're hearing word down the line from Mark Arundale. We'll actually head over to him now to hear about the meeting at Grafton.
Prior to race 3, track is not in too bad a condition, but unfortunately with the lightning and everything, the weather is here pretty wild and woolly at the moment, and there's just no way runners and handlers can get out onto the track, and just getting too far behind time. So the stewards have made the decision here prior to race 3 to abandon the meeting.
Yeah, unfortunate news coming out of Grafton, but officially abandoned there, the meeting this evening. Grafton Greyhounds officially abandoned. Now, Terang is after Launceston, and You is the $1.18 favourite. Very short is the 6 there. Before them, we've got Launceston race number 2. Shane Yates, his numbers once again, 5, 2, 1 and 4. Let's head out to Shane for the call of race 2 at Lonnie.
Overall, so it's been a great money spinner for Connections, and trainer Ted Midhurst deserves to be the favourite, but let's see how it goes tonight, first up over this trip. All ready for a start. Molly Supernova the inside. Lucky 19 in the 8. They're off. Tar Penny began quickly out in the centre of the line. Going forward was D Minnie Mouse. Free spins and Straw Cowboy got towards the lead. Tar Penny held them out through the first quarter. There was trouble. I'm Mad got through to be second. Down the outside, Swift Zorro is coming. Tar Penny in front. Swift Zorro got it, I reckon, right on the line. Swift Zorro, the favourite, has overcome difficulties to win it, I think, over Tar Penny, I'm Mad and Molly Supernova. Back behind them, Lucky 19, Free Spins, who was in trouble at the first quarter, with Straw Cowboy, and D Minnie Mouse, who was also in trouble early when they were joint leaders, has run at the tail.
Favourite backers have earned a drink there. $1.50 to $1.30 for Swift Zorro, just up along the inside. For Edward Medhurst, number 3, Tar Penny at $8.40, and the 7, I'm Mad at $4.50. For fourth will be the 1, 2, 3, 7 and 1, race 2 at Launceston. Race number 4 at Terang next up, and the favourite way of betting here, it's all with the 6 and You. It's off the 20 metre marker. This is a standing start event for the TOs, and Karen Manning looks to have this race at a mercy. This mare by Majestic Sun looks to be very, very hard to beat. Now, it's on top for Craig Rail ahead of 2, 3 and 7. Interesting runner is the 2. It's the first starter by Love You. Should be interesting to see how it goes. They're past start time there and they will be getting set shortly. So let's head out to Craig Rail for the call. Race 4 at Terang.
Brother to the very good performer, My Valerie. My Valerie, the 10th fastest horse in Australia, going 154.8. So certainly well bred, and there's other very good winners in the family as well, including Parisian Chic. Set to run, VHRSC Trotters handicap. Mr. Gretrix lowers the flag and they're away and trotting. I'm Not a Trotter as per normal, pinged away from the tapes. What about Zamba Deville? Has zoomed up from 20 metres behind at the start to trail the leader within 15 to 20 metres. Up on the outside was Rains, Lomont Success. Next on the inside was Miss Cully. Then in the running line, And You. Our Elvis back second last, and the first starter, Atigo Dasher, has dropped right out the back, poorly away. And as they enter the guaranteed back straight, he's got the big job ahead. I'm Not a Trotter in front, leads by 4 metres over Rains in second spot, and Zamba Deville on the leader's back. Then Lomont Success, who's up on the outside of Miss Cully. And You, 1 out and 2 back, trailed up in turn by Our Elvis and Atigo Dasher, going around for the practice, 48.3 the lead time. I'm Not a Trotter, he likes racing here at Dalbury Raceway, leads by 2 metres over Rain second. Zamba Deville will wait for the Shady Shark Cannabis Sprint Lane in third spot. Lomont Success, 1 out 1 back, the favourite And You, 3 back the running line on the outside of Miss Cully, then Our Elvis, and further back than Walla Walla is Atigo Dasher, the best part of 100 metres off the bunch. Up to the 1200 metres mark they go. I'm Not a Trotter in front, leads by a metre. Rains on the outside, doing it tough first up. Zamba Deville, Lomont Success. On the inside, Miss Cully, then And You. Last of all of the main group was Now Elvis, and last of all, Atigo Dasher chasing hard. First quarter, 32.3. I'm Not a Trotter leads narrowly. Rains on the outside. Now Manning makes her move with And You. Hooks out 3 wide and goes forward. Zamba Deville on the inside. 1 out, 1 back. Lomont Success. Then Our Elvis 3 wide with cover. Miss Cully only 8 metres separates first to second last, but Atigo Dasher is too far back. 32.3 the first and second quarters. 64.6 for the half. And You has zoomed up on the outside, and the odds-on favourite And You hit the lead from I'm Not a Trotter. Rains back to third. Then Zamba Deville with no clear run. Our Elvis 3 wide, couldn't go with And You. All galloping Rains. Rains has galloped, swung deep off the track. Our Elvis lost about 5 metres, slightly inconvenienced, but away goes And You. Off the back straight in 28.7. She's put 15 metres on them. I'm Not a Trotter. Zamba Deville to the outside, then Lomont Success, but And You has got away. And You leads 15 metres. Zamba Deville to second, and I'm Not a Trotter. Lomont Success. And You in front at the 100. Zamba Deville's run a good race, but no match for And You. Virtually untouched. And You will win by 12 metres. And You first. Zamba Deville a good effort. I'm Not a Trotter third. Then Lomont Success. Miss Cully. A long break. Our Elvis. Rains and Atigo Dasher. Last quarter 29.6. The half 58.3. And the mile rate 25.4.
Too easy there for champion Rainswoman Karen Manning. $1.10, $1.04 for the 6 And You. 8 Zamba Deville at $1.60, and the 3 I'm Not a Trotter at $2.20. It appears as though the 4 Loxmont's Success may get 4th, but it's not even in the picture. It's a long way away from the winner. Race number 9 at Nowra next up, and the favourite way here is with the 1 Jagungal Black. It's at $1.70 with tab.com.au is Jagungal Black. It has won its last 2. Most recently was 23 days ago on the 14th of October. Won quite well when jumping out of box 3, beating Lochinvar Chic. It was a good effort on that occasion, leading all the way. Gets box 1 here, and hopefully, if it steps away cleanly, which it can do, should be very, very hard to beat. There's a vacant box in 5 and the 8 is scratched, so there should be room to move for plenty of these runners. Second line of betting is the 6 Ripon Moi Moi. It's at $3.30 here for this 9th event from Nowra. Jamie Davis trains this son of Magic Sprite, looking for win number 11 at start number 71. Gary Clark's numbers for this 630 metre event for the Stayers, 6, 1, 3 and 7 as we head out to Gary.
Judungle Black is the 170 favourite. Be suited by the small field. Will get the perfect run of the race. Probably get the drop off. Ripper Moi Moi, who you think will lead. Opened up lead about 10 lengths mid-race here. Got him by a length last week. He can really hike it along in front, but the last 50's a worry. And just depends whether Judungle Black, how far behind him he will get, but there really only looks to be two in it. Money's come from Ripper Moi Moi. It's $3.60 in the $3 on the tab fixed odds, so good money laid for the 6. All in, Bunny on its way, set for the 9th. Ready. Racing, Judungle Black near last out. Nicely away was Twin Brooks, Ripper Moi Moi, and Bad Boy Mexican out wide, getting a lovely run up underneath, and then Judungle Black, and Judungle Black's going to find over Twin Books and Bad Boy Mexican. Ripper Moi Moi, well, he's got the job in front of him. He's back to midfield, followed by Pirates Curse and Face to Excel. Going down the back, and all Judungle Black got very close there to the lure, led by about 3 or 4 lengths now over Twin Brooks, followed by Bad Boy Mexican, Ripper Moi Moi, Pirates Curse and Face to Excel. Judungle Black going strongly. Twin Brooks is still 4 behind it, trying to reel it in. Judungle Black turns in front, kick now over Twin Brooks, and Judungle Black beat. Pirates Curse flashed up late, grabbed second over Twin Brooks. They'll follow them by Bad Boy Mexican, and once Ripper Moi Moi couldn't lead, he was in trouble. Last in, time recorded around 37 and 42.
1347 Judungle Black, $2 and $1.40 for Gary Lynch. The 3 Pirates Curse, $2.80, and the 4 Twin Brooks, no third. 1347 race 9 at Nowra. Race number 2 at Albion Park next up, and the favourite here is the 2 Velocity Marlena for Stephen Scott. With UBet, it's $2.40 with tab.com.au. A similar quote at $2.40. Now, last start was luckless in novice grade, beaten 2.5 lengths by Sprightly Bill. Looks to be gaining some nice form, this bitch by Bro Fabio. Looking for win number 2 at start number 11 here. Second line we have the 4 Alpha Atlas. It's at $4.20 here for Keith Donaldson. Then we go down to the 5 Smashniak Opal at $4.80 for Chris Cadniak. Paul Dolan's numbers 3, 4, 5 and 2. The late mail runner with tab.com.au is Home Luck number 8. It's a $12 chance with tab.com.au. Let's head out to Paul Dolan for race number 2 at Albion Park.
Well, punters could do sillier than back a $12 shot. That is the late mail number 8, because the opening event had just a field of 6, and the winner paid $15.90. That was number 3 Scorching Lucy for Peter Young. So early doors favoured backers with their backs to the wall. This is a novice. The opening event was a maiden. Velocity Marlena for Steve Scott, Greyhound 2. 240 fixed, 350 on the UBet tote. Ipswich Greys tomorrow. We'll be back to a 5 o'clock start to allow the dust to settle on Flemington and everywhere else. So normally they start about 2:30 Ipswich, but the Greyhounds there tomorrow start at 5 o'clock. Becomes almost a night meeting. Cumbia up in the South Burner for people up that way. It's an annual highlight there on the big spacious track at Cumbia. The Jimmy Lenahan Memorial Distance Race, and also the Cumbia Cup on the program up there at Cumbia tomorrow. Good luck to everybody out there. Right, 250 to Velocity Marlena. Green light. Off in the second, and Velocity Marlena began brilliantly. Alpha Atlas comes to second, and Smashniak Opal down the outside to third. Dory's Pick is about fourth as they go out of the home section, followed by Warina Lightning, Swift Barb, and Home Luck is the last one. Down the back, and Velocity Marlena, a length and a half to Alpha Atlas and also Smashniak Opal, and they're clear of Dory's Pick. Coming around the corner, and Velocity Marlena still leads the way. It's Velocity Marlena by about a length. And doing it well, in fact, coming away now. Velocity Marlena too good for Alpha Atlas and Smashniak Opal. Then came Warina Lightning, followed by Swift Barb, and Home Luck was well back in company with Dory's Pick in about 30 and 3.
They finish in market order there for race number 2 at Albion Park. Velocity Marlena, $322 for Stephen Scott. The 4 Alpha Atlas, $240, and the 5 Smashniak Opal, no third dividend. The 6 will get 4th there, race number 2 at Albion Park. Race number 4 at the Meadows next up, and the favourite here is number 7 Eddie Eagle. Ron Hawkswell's numbers 2, 1, 7 and 3. We'll find out James Vandermart's numbers very soon.
Threat has
Number
been
4
detected.
now on the program, and my numbers here on the 4th, 7, 5, 4 and 3. I've gone with the 7 on top, Eddie Eagle. I thought he was far from disgraced in a heat of the Group 1 Hume last week. That was a 4th behind Riley Tokam, just beaten 2 1/4 lengths. It's a massive class drop, and I think given that he can just lob a spot early, I think he can be really hard to hold out. For second going 5, Quick Step was second at Sale. Worked home well last outing, is honest, reliable. 7 goes here, 2 wins and 4 placings. For third, 4, West on Zandy. Probably question marks on the end of the 600. But I think she'll come into the race at some point. And then number 3, Dewana Special, in for 4th. Third at Terrelgan behind Mama's Meatloaf. That form line looks really good. And third at Cranbourne to Flying Sparkles last outing. And Flying Sparkles is going around in a prelude of the Melbourne Cup on Thursday night. That's a massive night of racing. Sandown Park on Thursday with the final chances to qualify for the heats of the Melbourne Cup the following Friday. So race 4 now at the Meadows. My numbers 7, 5, 4 and 3. Fixed odds fluctuations. Eddie Eagle number 7. He's been 3.10 out to 3.30. Now steady at the 3.30. Number 4, that's been the move. West on Zandy, $6 into 4.80 with tab.com.au. The 2 steady at 5.50, and the 1 Blue Lioness is $6.50 out to $8.50. My numbers race 4, 7, 5, 4 and 3. Eddie Eagle to get close and handy and to mow them down. Let's go to Ronnie Hawkswell, race number 4.
Green light. And they're set to go now. Race 4 over 600 bucks, ready to go. Set. About to run, racing Eddie Eagle, so to begin, showing speed there. Quick Step to the outside, going through on the rails. Blue Lioness down the straight with a lap to go. Blue Lioness the leader, moving up quickly as Quick Step, and just in behind them there. They jam on the turn out of the straight, down and out there would have been LC1 as they turn to the back straight down. The leader here was Lockback now. Lockback drove to the lead down the back, being tackled by Dewana Special. About 8 lengths away, then came Zandy, followed by Eddie Eagle, then Cheese later, followed by Quick Step coming up to the turn. Lockback is still the leader. It's a length or so clear into Dewana Special. Into the home straight though. Lockback's going okay, the leader, and Lockback by a length and a half to Dewana Special. Eddie Eagle's got up and run third. Then Cheese later, followed by West on Zandy and Quick Step, followed by Blue Lioness, and chasing them into the pen there after a spell on the first turn. LC1, and the time is around 35.01.
2 wins, Lockback for Corey Grenfell. 6.10 and 2.40. The 3 to 1 is Special at 2.50, and 7 Eddie Eagle could only manage third, $1.10 there, and it's a tight go for 4th out of the 4 and the 9. We'll stand by for those numbers. Race number 4 at the Meadows. 9 gets 4th, 2.379. Race 6 at Angle Park next up. It's also over 600 metres, and the favourite here is number 7, Sean's Entity. Sean's Entity is the favourite here for Tony Rasmussen. Tony Rasmussen also has the 6 here, Chief Bale, which is on the second line of betting at $3.60. The 2 Paddy Max is at $5, and the 1 Emily Az at $9. Also at $9.50, the 4 Captain McLaren and 5 Romans Legend, the other 2 runners at $26 plus. Tim Edwards, his numbers 7, 6, 4 and 1 for race number 6 at Angle Park.
And that was a run that he got back and made a lot of ground, picked them up over the concluding stages. He found the line really well that day at Gawler. He's got a bit of pace early, so I can see him being up there early if he found the lure. I guess the only query will be, can he run the distance? But as I said, at Gawler he did find the line well over 5.31. I know he's got to go another 60-odd metres, but he certainly gave all indication that he would run it, and he's been well backed here. $3 into $2.75. Chief Bale at $3.40, and $6 Paddy Max, a third pick. So Chief Bale's a really good winner here over this Traken trip 2 runs ago. And then he went back to the 5.15 and was slow out. The 7 Sean's Entity, as I said, first go over the 600 here, but very good run over the 5.31 at Gawler 2 runs ago when he picked them up. Was a mile back and stormed home to win. So query these 2. The 7, if he can begin and get over and lead. If the 6 holds him early, well, the 6 might go all the way here, Chief Bale, depending what happens here at Box Rise. Bit of specking around. Emily Az drawn the inside as well. So we're nearly ready. Race number 6 here at Angle Park. They're all in. The green light's on. Favourite Sean's Entity right into 260. They're set to run. Ready. away. Sean's Entity fairly away. He's back near last and being shuffled back and out wide. Meanwhile, Emily has hit the lead and raced away. Paddy Mack second. Now charging Blazing Vicky to third. Sean's Entity found the rail somehow and gets to fourth. Chief Bale followed him through. So the big guns are coming now. Well back on the inside, Roman's Legend, Peregrine Strike, and last is Captain McLaren. Here's Sean's Entity. He goes around and takes the lead. Chief Bale's trying to follow him. He gets within 3 lengths now. They come to the bend. Back to third, Emily Az. Sean's Entity 2 in front. Chief Bale mowing him down. Sean's Entity though in front. Good win. Sean's Entity held Chief Bale. 5 lengths, Emily Az third. Photo fourth. Paddy Max or Roman's Legend. It was skyrocketing home. Then Peregrine Strike, Blazing Vicky and Captain McLaren back at the rear. 35.62 for the favourite and winner, Sean's Entity.
7, 6, 1 and 2 Sean's Entity for Tony Rasmussen. He gets the Quinella there. 3.10, $1.30 for the winner. 6 Chief Bale, $1.60, and the 1 Emily Az, $2.60. 2 gets fourth. Race number 3 at Launceston in 5 minutes' time. That's due to the Grafton meeting being abandoned. If you are tuning in to Sky Racing 1 just now, the meeting from Grafton Greyhounds has been abandoned due to weather. It's an awful night up there with plenty of rain, thunder and lightning. Now before this next race at Launceston, where the favourite narrowly is number 2 at $3.20, Amanda's Dancer, we have a couple more interviews to bring to you ahead of the Group 3 Silver Bullet, which is set to run at 8:56 p.m. First, we'll head out and catch up with Terry Marie Morris, who has Jezelenko, number 8, and it's a $5.50 chance with tab.com.au.
Joined now by Terry Marie Morris, all of the way from Traralgon. You've made the journey. Jezelenko, box number 8. He seems not too badly drawn out there.
Yes, it's not a bad place to be tonight as long as he uses it, and hopefully he gets across and gets a clear run around the first 10.
The one thing I have noticed is these provincial runs just seem to have really picked his confidence up. He seems to be racing really well.
Look, he didn't really sort of slacken off at all. I've just kept him on one-turn tracks to keep him sound and keep him going. For the last 12 months, the aim was to get him back for these campaigns. This will be his last go, so he's getting old.
Now, I was having a chat to you just a moment ago, and if he is successful, or not successful even tonight, he's got a little treat on the way home awaiting.
Oh, he'll get macas and a meat pie, definitely. Yeah, he gets well and duly spoilt.
Well, good luck tonight. That's race 6, number 8, Jezelenko. We hope to see him run a cracker.
Thank you.
Aren't those some interesting training methods, but rewarding the pup there, Jezelenko, if he gets the win this evening. Now, we've also got Dave Gill, who has number 5 here, Uphill Jack in the, Uphill Jill at $5.50, number 5, David Gill.
Dave, it was the fairy tale here at the Meadows just 9 days ago. Can Uphill Jill do it again?
Yeah, I think she's always going to be a chance after winning that one last week, the hot field and the wide box. And after that, you think, well, yeah, she can. She's always a chance. Yeah.
She makes her race with such great early pace. How has she travelled the last 9 days since winning the Top Gun? Does she feel just as well?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's not ideal. The 9-day break, we're just going to work around that, but. I like the 7 days for her. Most greyhounds it probably doesn't matter, but with her 7 days is the go, so we've had to we threw in a couple of extra days to work her a bit harder, because I won't trial with a 9-day break. I just wouldn't, that was never on the table, so but no, she's fit and ready to go, yep.
Does she head on to the Melbourne Cup after this?
Yeah, of course, yeah. All going well tonight. She'll certainly go to the Melbourne Cup, because I think the 5:15 is probably her real distance, even though she's won 5:20, 5:25, nearly 5:35 at Richmond. But 5:15 is her real, when she nails it and leads, yeah.
Well, when she nails it and leads, she's very, very hard to beat, and hopefully for you she can do that tonight. Good luck with Uphill Jill.
Thanks, James. Good on you.
Now, there were the trainers of a couple of $5.50 shots with tab.com.au. Terry Marie Morris with Jezelenko, I'll get that right eventually, and David Gill with Uphill Jill, both at $5.50 with tab.com.au. That race set to jump at 8:56 Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, the Group 3, and then a couple of races after that we have the Group 1 Hume Cup final over 600 metres at 9:48 p.m. Next race, however, here on Sky Racing 1 is the third event from Launceston, and the favourite way of betting here is with the 2, Amanda's Dancer, for Margaret Rosendale. Now, it's $3.20 with UBet. With tab.com.au, it's just $3.10, slightly shorter. Has been well supported, though, in from $3.50. Now, the one having a go is the second favourite. It's $4.40. Got into as little as $4.20. Now out to $4.60 for Jared Davies. The 5K Deccan at $5.50. It's been easy in betting also. On top for Shane Yates, the 2 ahead of 5, 8 and 3 as we head out to him now for the third event from Launceston.
That was going back to the 26th of October. And then we've got number 3, Crackenback, which is the third favourite. $5.50 you bet fixed, $5 on the tote, number 3. Down to 5, KO Deccan for Gary Johnson. 5 starts here in Launceston for second placing. It's $6 fixed, $6.20 on the tote. And number 7, Felicia Allen for Nicholas Howard is the next best, $8, $8.50 in the tote, $8 you bet fixed. And then we've got 3 runners at double figure odds. 8, Buckle Up Dino, $14 Summer Wave, $19 for My Bro Zorro. But Amanda's Dancer running favourite. She's won the 1 from 21. She's run 6 placings. Yet to be placed here in Launceston tonight is going to be her night punters think. $3.20 fixed. It's a tough race, having a go, having its second run on the track. Ran second last behind Callaway Cobbs. Going back a fortnight ago, so gets its chance to improve off the inside alley tonight. Crackenback's been consistent. Ran second here recently over the 278 behind Apollo Blue. We'll soon know they're all set. Race number 3. Off they go now. Having a go was fast away on the inside. Crackenback was away quickly, and Buckle Up Dino from out wide on the track skips around the outside. Amanda's Dancers got to midfield, although copped a little bit of a check and went back to the tail. They raced into the back. Crackenback out by 4. Buckle Up Dino was second. The inside, My Bro Zorro. 2 away in the field was Felicia Allen. Summer Wave. Amanda's Dancers out wide, then KO Deccan. And back at the tail was having a go. It's Crackenback the leader. Trying to run it down was My Bro Zorro, but Crackenback's won it. My Bro Zorro's second. Buckle Up Dino third. Summer Wave, Amanda's Dancer and Felicia Allen. And the last couple, KO Deccan and having a go.
Crackenback wins, the 3 there, $6.30, $1.80 for My Bro Zorro at $3.60, and the 8 Buckle Up Dino at $4.20. The 6 may get 4th there, but stand by for that 4th number there, race 3 at Launceston. Race number 10 at Nowra is next up, and the favourite here is number 8, which is Begumba Rumba. It's at $2.40, was a winner 3 starts ago here at Nowra over this 520 metre trip. Now that was in grade 1-2 company, so equal grade here tonight. Also won at Wentworth Park 5 starts back in grade 5 company. That was a nice win from box 3. Record from box 8's pretty good. 11 starts for 3 wins and 3 placings. This dog by Cape Hawk is at the $2.30 price for a good reason. It's got good form leading into this. Number 5, Chevy Prince, it's at $3.50. 62 starts for 21 wins and 16 placings. A fair strike rate from this son of Fabregas. Most recently at Maitland, didn't have too much luck on those 2 occasions. Before that at the Garden, raced well, won one of those and ran second in another. It has plenty of claims also. Number 6, Nana Road at $5.50. The 2 Bottle of Magic at $6.50. Number 8, Begumba Rumba. It's been well supported, 240 into 225, and the rest of these are drifting in betting. They all want the favourite number 8. So does Gary Clark. It's on top for him, ahead of 2, 7 and 5. Let's head out to Gary for the call of race 10 at Nowra.
Okay, Mark, behind the boxes here, Begumba Rumba. I don't know where he's going to be early from the 8. It's never an easy box to get across here. But he's won all 3 starts here at the trip. He won here 3 starts ago, although his actions through the pen that night were a little bit of a worry, but he went on the win. And, he's won 21 to 64. He's quick. He's a quick greyhound. Box 8 will probably suit him, but it's just around here getting across. But he's 240, was in the 225, back out the 240 again. And Chevy Prince, the second elected, $3.80, but drifting badly. $5 for 2 Bottle of Magic, whose both runs here have been very good. All in, green light, Lure Travels, race 10, favourite in the pink. Ready, Racing Bagumba Rumba only moderately away. Inside got away well. Magic Moonlight, Bottle of Magic, and now Nana Road coming across out wide. And Nana Road's going to go to the lead. Chevy Prince is going to position up behind it. Bagumba Rumba now is cut back to the fence, about to go to second. 4 lengths away then Sassy Pose. Followed by Rogue River, Bottle of Magic, Magic Moonlight, and Claudia Wolf on the top corner. Bagumba Rumba got underneath Nana Road, went to the lead now. Chevy Prince is next, but the favourite kicked away and further back the Rogue River. But Bagumba Rumba opens up in the straight, races away. Second Chevy Prince and Bottle of Magic ran on from Rogue River. Nana Road weakened. Next then Sassy Pose, Claudia Wolf the tail ender, and the time recorded of around 30 and 21.
8 wins there. Bagumba Rumba, $2, $1.50 for Vicky Press. The 5 Chevy Prince at $1.30, and the 2 Bottle of Magic at $1.30. The 6 will get 4th. A quick break on the other side of this. Race 3 at Albion Park.
Buy 4X Gold. Order your Goldie, pair it with your phone, and get together with your mates to win awesome prizes. Done. The more you hang out, the more chances you have to win. Guys, we should hang out more often.
Get your tech-enabled Goldie and get your mates together for an epic summer of cricket and your chance to win from thousands of awesome prizes.
Welcome back to Sky Racing 1. Race 3 from Albion Park is next up over the 520 metre journey. The favourite jumps from box 6, Richmond Road. It's at $2. Even money about this greyhound, which won 3 starts ago as well as 5 starts ago, both over the 520 here at Albion Park. This is a Grade 3-4 event. Won in open company 3 starts ago, and then was in Grade 3-4 company as well 5 starts ago. So pretty big greyhound is this Son of Oaks Road. Looking for win number 10 at start, number 35. Then we go down the board in market order. Number 1, Emma's Magic at $4.40. Then we have the 3, Mama's Hope at $8. Also at $8 is the 2, Pendita. Paul Dolan, he's got the 6 on top, ahead of 4, 3 and 2. As we head out to Paul for the 3rd event from Albion Park.
Yeah, Richmond Road, the favourite. He ran second here last Thursday behind a very smart one in Fab Dooley. Just a little worried, doesn't possess a great deal of early speed, Richmond Road, but on the positive side, there's a vacant box on the inside, so he just might get room to move. Early doors. Green light, we'll soon know. Here we go. Ready? Racing here, came out average Richmond Road. Angelic Miss began brilliantly, as is her custom. Cosmic Capers is down the outside, up into second place and going out of the straight, and Richmond Road goes strongly to a close 3rd, followed by Pendita, and then came Emma's Magic. Mama's Hope is second last, and Gunner Wink is the last one. Down the back, Angelic Miss in front. Now Richmond Road didn't know whether to go inside or outside. Now it's coming to the outside. Angelic Miss just in front. Richmond Road the danger, and then came Pendita, but Richmond Road sweat up, took the lead. Mama's Hope flew, or Mama's Hope from Richmond Road. Pendita 3rd, Emma's Magic wound up 4th. They're followed then by Gunner Wink, Angelic Miss and Cosmic Capers last of all. 3 has stormed down the outside right over the top.
Win number 8 at start, number 94 for the 3, Mama's Hope. $7.80 and $3.30. 6 Richmond Road at $1.20 grabbed late, and the 2 Pendita no 3rd dividend. The 1 will get 4th at Albion Park.
If you love a bet, then we bet you'll love this. We've got a $6.5 million projected first full pool on the Melbourne Cup at Flemington Tuesday. So place a bet today on your Tab app, tab.com.au, or at your local. Tab, we love a bet.
Welcome back to Sky Racing 1 on this Monday evening. Mark Olmos with you. It's great to have your company now. The favourite here with tab.com.au for this 5th event from Terang is Kian Callisto. It's the favourite for Glenn Craven, driving here for Margaret Lee. On the second line of betting, we have the 2 Ardens Concord. Karen Manning looking for another winner on the program as well. Also at $6 is Reign of Pain. It's at $6 also. Rodney Petroff driving there for Philip Cherkop. But the one there, Stifles betting at $1.40. It's on top for Craig Rail, ahead of 3, 2 and 8. As we head out to him now for the first leg of the quaddie.
Last outing. And what about the last race she raced in? Not only winning the Blossom Lady over Carter's Pixel and Worley School, who were both placed in the Cinderella Stakes on Saturday, but her last run, Kian Callisto, was behind the outstanding Shadow Sachs, who has certainly taken all before him this campaign and won again at Ballarat in fast time on Friday night. So Kian Callisto's form is very good. I did think that G.I. is a tough horse, had no luck at Maryborough in that same race behind Shadow Sachs, and inside the second line draw is definitely a chance. Arden's Concord's last 2 placed efforts have been behind Apache Shark. When he ran third at Swan Hill, second in that race was Stroke of Luck, and Stroke of Luck couldn't have been more impressive than winning at Ballarat since. Reign of Pain, a very good knockout chance from the inside of the second line behind Kiang Callisto. So this is our feature, the O'Keefe, about to get underway in a good quality field here for the inaugural running. This race was run in 1991, where Kentucky George was the winner for Julian Jobe, a standing start race back then, started off 25 metres behind. Some very good winners over the past few years, and the Noble Steed took out this race last year. So we're just about set for the O'Keefe. Bit of a move for Village Safari at long odds, 101s into 31s. So we're just about ready. Kian Callisto will run the favourite. The O'Keefe 2017 is underway. They're racing. Kian Callisto came out very quickly. G.I. Joe moves up to second. Arden's Concord ease for the 1-1 trail. Reign of Pain in behind the leader. Then Saab Magic, Village Safari, Witsend and Metro in charge, taken off the gate from the wide draw and immediately onto the marker pegs. Out in front, Kian Callisto, and led comfortably. Leads by 3 metres. G.I. Joe on the outside second. Reign of Pain on the leader's back third as they enter the Restrepo back straighter. 1 out, 1 back, Arden's Concord on the outside of Saab Magic. Next one, Village Safari, then Metro in charge, and Witsend was last of all. Up to the mile marker, Kian Callisto, the favourite in front, 43-2 the lead time. It's Kian Callisto, 2 metres in front. The outside second, G.I. Joe. He's just over racing now, G.I. Joe. Reign of Pain on the leader's back, and Arden's Concord 1 out and 1 back. On the inside, Saab Magic. Next one, Village Safari, then Metro in charge, and Witsend is at the tail end of the field. Now, Kian Callisto's a little bit fired up in front as well. Leads a neck. On the outside second, G.I. Joe, and third, Reign of Pain, waiting for the Shady Shark Hanover sprint lane runner. 1 out and 1 back, getting a good run, Arden's Concord, then Saab Magic, Village Safari, Metro in charge, and Witsend the last one. 31 seconds, first quarter of the last mile, past the Borough Stop winning post. They've got a lap to run in the O'Keefe. The leader, Kian Callisto, leads by a metre. Second, the outside, G.I. Joe. Reign of Pain third. Arden's Concord poised in the 1-1. Then Saab Magic, Village Safari, Metro in charge, and Witsend. Second quarter, 29-2. They jazzed it up. 60.2 for the half. Kian Callisto leads a neck. G.I. Joe, the outside second. Reign of Pain waits for the run third. 1 out, 1 back, Arden's Concord. Then Saab Magic. Next one, Village Safari, Metro in charge, second last, and last of Witsend coming out of the back straight. Kian Callisto leads a metre. G.I. Joe called upon, sticking with the favourite. Third, Reign of Pain immediately under pressure. Arden's Concord now Manning swings out 3 wide to start its run, and then Village Safari 27-9 off the back straight. Kian Callisto got away from G.I. Joe. Then Arden's Concord, Village Safari to the outside. Kian Callisto in front from G.I. Joe. Arden's Concord, Village Safari. Witsend out very wide. They're all lining up. They're chasing Kian Callisto in vain though, and Kian Callisto gets the prize. Kian Callisto first, second Village Safari, third Arden's Concord, then Witsend, G.I. Joe, Saab Magic, Metro in charge, and Reign of Pain. Last quarter 28.5, the half 56.4, and the mile rate 158 flat.
Another winner there for Glenn Craven after driving the first. He wins the feature there. Kian Callisto, $1.30 and money back the one. The O'Keefe there. Other dividends on your screen for Village Safari and Arden's Concord. First leg of the quaddie now at the Meadows, race number 5. It's an open race this, James.
Very open race. Favourite with tab.com.au, the 7 Vern Allen, currently at around $3.30. My number's 7, 5, 3 and 1. Went with the 7 Vern Allen on top. I just thought this greyhound has a massive class drop. Beautifully bred by Fernando Bale, Irma Bale. The breeding does better than that, has been mixing it with Uphill Jill, defeated her 4 starts ago, third to Ando's Mac, third to Mystery Ride, and last outing 4th in the Geelong Derby behind Big Flood. It's just a massive form line. I think it'll be hard to beat with a touch of luck. 5 in for second, Poor Old Frank. It's been racing really well on the provincial, should be going forward at the start. River Crossing, number 3 in for third, has just been so very consistent of late, and then number 1, Imman Bale, has the motor, can be a little bit hard to follow, but does get the nice draw here. Race 5, leg 1 of the quaddie. Good luck if you're playing. We're going 1 out in the first leg with number 7, Vern Allen. Let's go upstairs to Ronnie Hawkswell.
30 Beam is hitting Shanight Bale. The Trollic Flash moving in well. And they're almost set to go. 320 on the fixed, Vern Allen, number 7. 380, number 1, Imman Bale. Green light ready to go. First leg of our main quaddie. They're set. Racing now, and Bale on the inside began pretty well, away fast there. Poor Old Frank out in the centre. Sped to the lead, settling down. It's Poor Old Frank going clear to the back straight. It's about 3 or 4 lengths in front. Over Unite Bale around the outside of Oshkosh Ernie V. Just in behind them there, Imman Bale spearing through on the centre and making ground from River Crossing this innings. A gap in the race to Vern Allen, and Trollic Face is tailed off. Imman Bale is going after Poor Old Frank here. Imman Bale drove the rails, turning for home. Getting up on the inside there, Oshkosh Ernie V. But Imman Bale race clear at the end to win by 2.5 lengths. Oshkosh Ernie V and then Vern Allen, followed by Unite Bale, and then came River Crossing. Behind them then Miss Innings, followed then by Poor Old Frank and Trollic Flash, and the time is around 30 and 24.
Unbelievable. Andrea Daly only had the 3 runners in the race, and she's trifected it. Number 1, Imman Bale, $4.20 and $1.40. The 2, Oshkosh Ernie V at $2.60, and the 7, Vern Allen at $1.40. The 6 will get 4th there at the Meadows in the first leg of the quaddie. Race number 7 at Angle Park next up. It's over the 515 metres. Favourite way of betting is with the 1, Royal Bling. $2.40 on UBet, as you can see on your screen. Slightly better with tab.com.au, $2.50. Then we go down the board to the 5, Tyler Grace. It's at $4.20. The 2, Harukin at $4.60. 8, Yesteryear at $8.50 for Tony Rasmussen. Now, market moves here, punters. Number 2, Harukin. It's been well supported. $6 into $4.60 for the 2, Harukin for Gavin Harris. And also number 8, Yesteryear for Tony Rasmussen. It's been well supported. $12 into $8.50. Those are the 2 market movers there, punters. The 2, Harukin, and the 8, Yesteryear. Tim Edwards, he's going with the 2 on top, ahead of 1, 6 and 3. The greyhounds and their handlers are making their way to the boxes. Let's head out to Tim now.
Yeah, Royal Bling 260. Hurricane, it's right into 420 here. This is very unlucky last start. He nearly got over on that first corner, and 2 starts ago he nearly did the same. This is the best draw he's had for a while. I'd expect a big run from the 2 here, Hurricane. He's always shown ability, this bloke, and he's taken a while to find it. But drawing box 2 significant for his chances tonight. In the last 2 starts, he's nearly got over on that first corner, and he hasn't quite. So Royal Bling's a fair beginner draw on the inside, but Hurricane, he's right in now. They're backing him. I thought they might. He's $5.50 into $4 late, and I think he'll be coming in here. $4.40 Tyler Grace and $8 Yesteryear. Well, he's been around here in $29.90. If he runs anywhere near that, he'll win, Hurricane. It's as simple as that. He's slowly getting back to somewhere near his best. Just about set. 280 Royal Bling, the favourite. Race 7. Good money, the 2. Hurricane into $4 even. And they're set to run. Race 7, Angle Park. Here's the lure. The red Royal Bling favourite. Ready. Away. Now Hurricane and Royal Bling only fair away. Speed box 5, Tyler Grace. Hurricane driving hard the inside. It got tight, but Tyler Grace found the lead. Got about 3 in front now. Second Royal Bling, Yesteryear to 3rd, and Hurricane's 2 back 4th. He spots the leader about 7, then Zipping Shadows. Well back was Eva Knievel, Barroom Brawler and Black Fesco, but Tyler Grace meanwhile slipped away and said see you later. Put up 7 lengths on them. Running on now Royal Bling with Yesteryear, then Hurricane, but too good Tyler Grace. She won at a breeze. Second Royal Bling, 3rd Yesteryear, 4th either Hurricane or Zipping Shadows. Next in Eva Knievel, Black Fesco, Barroom Brawler, and the time here is around the 30 and 30 mark.
Number 5 wins Tyler Grace for Elizabeth Cheeger. $4.70 and $1.90. One Royal Bling at $1.70 in the 8 yesteryear at $1.80 there at Angle Park Race 7. Race 4 at Launceston, still 4 minutes away. Plenty of time to get your bets on there in Tasmania. The favourite just narrowly on UBet, the 2 Fernando Bolt at $2.40. Now race number 8 at the Meadows, of course, is the big one of the evening. It's the Group 1 Hume Cup final. And the favourite way of betting at the moment is the 7 Brugalino. It's at $3.70 as you can see on your screen. Let's hear from Brugalino's trainer, Des Douch.
Now here with Des Douch. Des, you have Brugalino. She was so very impressive last week.
Went good, mate. Went good. Just hope tonight she gets out quick and finds a spot going out of the straight, buddy.
Seems to be a lot of speed in the race. Mystery Ride, Cardamom, they're 2 very fast breakers. Are you hoping that she can just sit on their outside early?
Yeah, but she's sitting second or third going out of the straight. I think that she'll be hard to beat from there, but she's been jumping real good lately, mate, so touch wood. Hopefully tonight she does too.
Well, her last couple of runs at Sandown, I really liked the way she went about it. She just really savaged the line. She looked like she was crying out for 600, and this race just came at the perfect time.
Oh, that's right. She put that race at Sandown. She put them away up the straight. It was real impressive. And, first run here the other day, she's gone good, quick time, so let's hope, mate.
Yeah, well, good luck tonight with Brugalino, the dog. I know you have the horse Brugalino in work as well, but this time it's all about the dog in the Hume Cup. All the best with number 7, Brugalino.
Good on you, James.
Yes, Brugalino, the favourite there for Des Douch, $3.70 currently with tab.com.au. Now, Joe Borg trains the 2, Van Ann, another bitch, this time by Cosmic Rumble, was a runner-up last start behind Riley Tokam. We'll be hoping to go one better tonight.
We're now here with Joe Borg, and Joe, you have Van Ann jumping from box number 2 in the Hume.
Yes, James. Good draw for her.
From box number 2, I see her jumping really well. She began well in the heat. She found a little bit of trouble to the first corner. Her run was enormous, and you were just telling me a moment ago it was her first run for around 3 months.
Yeah, it was quite a time off. She was at forward in condition, but she lacked sort of race conditioning and race competitiveness.
You must have been really happy with the box draw when that came out. Mystery Ride in box 1's expected to be the clear leader on paper. Look, I have you just getting that beautiful charm run outside of the speed. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, we definitely need to hold our position early to be in this race. 1, 2, 3 normally traditionally wins the race, the Hume Cup. I've been in a few Hume Cup finals.
Successful?
Not yet, so hopefully tonight.
I like the way you said not yet, Joe, because it might just be tonight. Good luck with Van Ann, race 8, number 2 in the Group 1 Hume Cup.
Thank you, James.
Beautiful.
Yes, race number 8 at the Meadows is the big one this evening. Still 65 minutes away until 9:48 for the Group 1 over 600 metres. Now, the favourite is Brugalino. We just heard from Des Douch. There's been strong support for the one here, Mystery Ride, for Cameron Bay, and $10 into $7.50. We'll just watch the marker there and see how much it firms closer to start time. Race number 6 is the next from the Meadows in a couple of races' time, and it's the Group 3 Silver Bullet. That should be an outstanding race as well. 6 that race, so not long now, about 12 minutes till the jump. Race 4 at Launceston next up here on Sky Racing 1, and the favourite here is number 2 Fernando Bolt. It's the $2.40 favourite on UBet. On the left of your screen you can see at the Meadows, Bewildering is the favourite there for the Silver Bullet at $3.90. A very, very good betting race, very even, very open, should be charged to that
Threat
first
has been
turn.
detected.
Hopefully there's not too much carnage, but there will be a few greyhounds looking for luck. Race number 4 at Launceston, they are seconds away from boxing up. The favourite is Fernando Bolt, ahead of the 4 Winburn Cherry, just narrowly. $2.30 Fernando Bolt, $2.60 Winburn Cherry, $4.60 for the 3 Fernando Gold. Those are the only 3 wanted in betting. Shane Yates has the 4 on top, ahead of 2, 5 and 3. As we welcome in Shane once again this evening to call race number 4 at Launceston.
Fernando Gold, 4 of 14. Then we've got Apollo Blue, number 8. It's won its last 2 races. Is a 30-33 performer on the track, Apollo Blue. That was from box number 1. It's out in box number 8 tonight. And then Buckle Up Ellie, who won the Tasbred bonus series at Devonport. It's next best. Already, first heat of the Gold Collar, and they're away. It was a perfect line out. We've got Fernando Bolt driving through it on the inside to lead over Fernando Gold and Apollo Blue at the first corner. Winburn Jerry running up behind them, copped the check. Buckle Up Ellie was next. Winburn Mustang goes to the outside. They race down the back stretch. It's Fernando Gold out full of running by 5. Apollo Blue, Fernando Gold, Winburn Jerry is running on. The others headed by Winburn Mustang and Buckle Up Ellie. It's Fernando Bolt in front. Charging home was Winburn Jerry, but Fernando Bolt one of the length. Winburn Jerry second. Apollo Blue third. Fernando Gold fourth. Then Buckle Up Ellie. Winburn Mustang was last in.
David Crosswell claims a double on the evening there at Launceston. Fernando Bolt, the 2 wins, $2.40 and $1.30. 4 Winburn Jerry at $1.80, and no third dividend for the 8 Apollo Blue. 3 gets 4th. Race number 4 at Launceston. Race 11 at Nowra is next up, and the favourite way with tab.com.au is the 1 Spring Zoomer. It's at $2.30. It has met with some support after opening up at $2.60. We go down the board. We've got number 3 Staff Party, $3.80 out to $4.20. The 4 Orlando Bloom, $6 out to $6.50. The 7 Botany Road, $6 out to $7, and the 8 Fabulous Dancer, $7 out to $9.50. Everything's easy in the market except for the 1 Spring Zoomer here ahead of race number 11 at Nowra. It is the lucky last for coverage here on Sky Racing, and Jamie Davis trains this favourite Spring Zoomer. Recent form isn't too much to write home about, but punters think that it can get the job done here over this 365 trip at Nowra. Gary Clark for the last. He's got the 3 on top, Staff Party, ahead of 4, 7 and 5. 3, 4, 7 in 5, Gary's numbers in full. As we head out to him, we thank him for his contribution this evening on Sky Racing.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. Appreciate your help throughout the night too as I move over here for the last. And this is the most difficult race to part way. Gee, they're all out of form, so it's not easy to line them up. Spring Zoomer, the favourite. Gee, 260 into 230. It was tab fixed odds. His last 5 starts, he's been beaten a long way around here, so she's going to need a huge improvement. But the marker says she can. 440 for number 3 Staff Party on the drift out from 380. 650 each of 2, 4 and 7. Last couple being locked away. Now the Red Run's favourite. Lure Travels are all set for the final event at Nowra. Ready. Racing Spring Zoomer, fired out of the box, has landed 4 in front. In second placing now was Staff Party. They were followed by Frankie Stein on Botany Road. Further back into the field then came a Fabulous Dancer. Frankie Stein, Brian said so. It's Spring Zoomer, the leader down the side. Oh, the lure can't get away from it. Orlando Burns in hot pursuit on the outside. Botany Road went to the lead and beat Spring Zoomer. Third home was Staff Party. Then came Orlando Boom, zipping chopper. Next in Brian said so, Fabulous Dancer. Orlando Boom was, the last one, Frankie Stein, but I would suggest hold all tickets. Hold all tickets here on the last.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold all tickets there, punters. Number 7 Botany Road first across the line there. $7 and $2.10, but just hold all tickets there, punters. The lure got awfully close to the greyhounds chasing there, the 7 and the 1 on turning into the home straight. So hold all tickets there, race 11 at Nowra. We'll update you on the situation after this break.
What makes Ring the world's most advanced doorbell? Ring lets you see and speak to whoever's at your door from your smartphone.
Hello?
Package from Mr. Taylor.
Oh, great. You can just leave it by the front door.
Okay. Saving a trip to the post office. Ring works off your home Wi-Fi network. It's easy to install and runs off a built-in battery or connected to your power supply. With Ring, you're always home. Available at ring.com.
Welcome back to Sky Racing 1 on this Monday evening. We're not far away from one of the features at the Meadows this evening, the Group 3 Silver Bullet, 6 minutes time. Now, as you can see, the results on your screen for Nowra Race 11, 7-1-3-4 across the line, but hold all tickets on that 11th event from Nowra because the lure, on turning into the straight, it got very close to Botany Road and Spring Zoomer. So just stand by and we'll announce whether that race will still be a legitimate race or it will be a no race. Now, race 6 of the Meadows, that's the Silver Bullet field making their way behind the traps. Bewildering still the $3.90 favourite. Zara's Entity at $4.20. The one Aqua Cheetah at $5. $5.50 for Uphill Jill. $6.50 for both Lightning, Frank and Jezelenko. The first from Cannington is next up though, and the favourite here in the first is the 3, Yada Yada. It's a greyhound which has had 12 starts, is yet to break through. A bitch by Barsha Bale has been doing most of its racing at Mandurah. This is the first time it comes to Cannington, hoping for a change in luck here. $3.60 about the 5 Party Goer. It's having its third race start. It's also had both of its race starts at Mandurah, looking for a turn in fortunes here at Cannington. Comes off a 41-day break, however. The 7 Whoopi Manelli, a first starter at $4.60. Bitch by Kiowa Producer. And the 2 Hello I'm Henry, also a first starter at $7.50. A dog by Dinah 11. Pete O'Neill's calling the card there. He's got the 7 on top, ahead of 5, 2 and 3, as we welcome in Pete for the first race at Cannington.
The first of 12 races tonight here at Cannington, and Yada Yada is the favourite at $2.70, Party Goer $3.50, $4.60 Whoopi Manelli. Good evening to all of our friends through Sky Racing. Welcome across to Perth here at Cannington at Tab Touch Park, and the runners are about to get underway. The first of 12 on Melbourne Cup Eve. Green light is on. Yada Yada the favourite, and they're ready. Racing, Yada Yada came out okay, showing early speed was Captain Jackson. Up on the inside was M. Denton. Around the outside of them was Whoopi Manelli. Next of all was Hello I'm Henry, Party Goer. Well back in the field, General Mitza, Icky Locky, Yada Yada's last of all. On the corner, Captain Jackson, M. Dent on the inside. M. Dent, Captain Jackson. M. Dent's won a nostril, Captain Jackson. In third, maybe Party Goer. Just ahead of either Hello I'm Henry or Whoopi Manelli. In behind them was General Mitza, Icky Lock, and Yada Yada at the rear of the field. 16.61 the time. Number 1 on the inside, M. Dent. Captain Jackson has lunged, but I think has just failed to get there. And it'll be a further photo for third and fourth. 16.61 the time. 16.61, tight go to the first. And the numbers are about to be semaphore. Between 1 and 8, number 1, M. Dent, the blue dog by Kiowa Producer out of My Machine, owned by T. Hoffman.
Yeah, tight go there between the 1 and the 8. The 1 may just get ahead of the 8. 2 in for third, and a close go for fourth as well between the 7 and the 5. We'll stand by for those numbers. It's taking a bit longer than usual, so it might be a bit closer than we think for race number 1 at Cannington. Race number 4 at Albion Park next up, and the favourite here is short. Number 6, Sin's Magic. And Paul Dolan's left it out of his numbers. Sin's Magic, it's $1.65 with tab.com.au for Will Elson. Second line of betting is the 8 Big Bad Bob. It's trained by George Clegg. Then we go down to the 4 Brolly Bale at $13 and the 1 Harris Sam at $17. Paul Dolan's numbers, 7, 3, 1 and 8. I'm not sure that's right. 7's the outsider of the field, Sorrento. Those numbers from Cannington, 1, 8, 2. M. Dent gets in, 13, 10, 290. The rest of your dividends on screen. We might cross out to Paul Dolan and just get an update on his numbers for this 4th event from Albion Park.
Yeah, I went with Sorrento, a last start Lismore winner. And Sin's Magic hasn't won a race in her last 5 starts. I didn't think she was the standout that the market suggests. So I'm with the 7 here. Haven't tipped a $31 winner in a long time, but anyway. 6 Sin's Magic, 170 fixed, 210 tote. My pick Sorrento's 31 fixed, 18 tote. And right in the market is number 8 Big Bad Bob. It's a very strong contender as well, 340 fixed, 260 tote. 600 the journey. Green light. Ready. Racing. Sin's Magic's come away around about third. Going fast, Duhas takes the lead from Brolly Bale. Up on the inside goes Harris Sam and then Sin's Magic, followed by Flash Venture, Big Bad Bob, Kulu Tuppence and Sorrento is one of the last. Out to the back they go. Lamplighter is Duhas by about a half length on Harris Sam coming at it. Big Bad Bob rails into the fray nicely. 3 lengths away, Sin's Magic. Coming with a big rush now, trying to get through the pack. Here she comes. Round the turn, Harris Sam took over. Sin's Magic is is coming at it. Since Magic went up, grabbed the lead. Funny old race, but Since Magic in the end, too good for Hara's Sam. Third will be Big Bad Bob in front of Brolly Bale, I would say. Sorrento was back behind those. Then came Flash Venture, Du Hast and Kulu Tuppence in about 35.10. The favourite has won, but you certainly had some worries in the run, didn't you?
6184, race 4 at Albion Park, $1.60 money back for the winner there, Sin's Magic. $3.70 for the 1 Hara's Sam, and $1 money back for the 8 Big Bad Bob at Albion Park. Now for the first of the features from the Meadows this evening, it's the Silver Bullet at Group 3 level. Let's go straight out to James Vandermart.
Marco, it is. It's the 2017 RSN 927 Silver Bullet, 5.25 the journey. It's an outstanding race, and I think it's a race nowadays that we could easily call a Group 1. Such a strong field. Aqua Cheetah off the inside, Jezelenko down the bottom, and just so much class in between. My numbers on the Silver Bullet, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I've gone the awkward draws. Zara's Entity on top. Just thought she's an elite talent if she can position up at the first corner. She probably lacks a little bit mid-race against some of these sprinters, but I think she'll come with a strong run late. And given she can hold a spot, I think she is the one to beat. From 4, Bewildering, he's just so exciting to watch. The run in the Geelong Cup was outstanding. He was taking a lot of ground off 32. Once he got clear. If he gets any luck tonight, he'll be there at the end. For third, 5 Uphill Jill, her Top Gun win was simply outstanding. And number 6 in for fourth, Lightning Frank, the Warrnambool Warrior. You just get the feeling he's running himself into some very, very good form once again. Just having a quick look at the fluctuations now. The 1 Aqua Cheetah's been the move at $10 upon opening into $6. The 3 Zara's Entity, $3.50 out to $4.20, and Bewildering's been the go, $5 into $3.90. This is the first of the 2 features. It's the lead up now, I guess, toward the Melbourne Cup campaign. We've seen so many greyhounds go well here and immediately come right in and firm up to pre-post betting for the Melbourne Cup. So let's once again go to the voice of the Meadows, Ron Hawkswell, for race 6, the 2017 RSN 927 Silver Bullet.
Winner Uphill Jill in 5, Blue Gum Hill in 7, moving in. Angel Dash in 2, Bewildering 2 in 4, Lightning Frank and Jezelenko, box 8, green light. Ready now for the RSN Silver Bullet, they're set. Ready, racing, Aqua Cheetah slowed up again, away fast, there's Zara's Entity, out in a hurry there was Uphill Jill, and the Top Gun winner, Uphill Jill takes the lead of the back straight and raced away, about 4 or 5 lengths clear, Bewildering got up to be second, Jezelenko is third, they were followed by Aqua Cheetah, over on the inside Zara's Entity, followed by Blue Gum Hill, then Lightning Frank, and back at the tail Angel Dash, coming up the back straight now, Bewildering pulled the trigger, and shot clear turning moment, raced away from Uphill Jill, followed by Aqua Cheetah, but that's Bewildering, right on target in the Silver Bullet. One of these was either Uphill Jill or Aqua Cheetah, and they were followed then by Lightning Frank. Over to the inside, Jezelenko, followed by Blue Gum Hill and Angel Dash. And the time for the race is around 29.79.
Wow, what a run, 29.79, $3.50 and $1.40. A withering burst from Bewildering for Siona Thompson, an outstanding performance there. A tight go for second, Aqua Cheetah or Uphill Jill, very tight in the 3. Zara's Entity will get fourth, but Bewildering, an outstanding performance there. Now an earner of around $230,000, this son of Black Magic Opal, a marvellous performance there, and that turn of speed, you were never in doubt on the turn. We'll head back to James Vandermart for a wrap-up of the race.
Yes, Marco, it was just so close for Bewildering. They're under that first corner. He got up outside of Uphill Jill, moved to second position, and he worked around Zara's Entity. That was the key to the race. Once he'd got past Zara's Entity, he sighted the Top Gun winner Uphill Jill. He was just way, way, way too close. 11.97, his run home's breathtaking. He is an awesome greyhound to watch, and look, he'll only head onward and upwards towards the Melbourne Cup. Of the beaten brigade, Uphill Jill absolutely flying at the moment, and Aqua Cheetah makes it a 1-3 finish for Shona Thompson. But what a race it was. The RSN 927 Silver Bullet going to the breathtaking Bewildering.
Yes, 29.75 certainly is breathtaking over that 525 metre trip there at the Meadows. An outstanding win there by Bewildering and the Thompson Kennel. Race number 8 at Angle Park is next up, and the favourite here is number 5. Where's the yellow rug? Just out to $2 on UBet is He's a Marlow, $1.85 with tab.com.au. Now, only 7 runners to go around here, punters, in this grade 3, 4, 5. Tim Edwards, he's got the 5 on top, ahead of 7, 6 and 3. Let's head out to him now.
550 Grace in Gem and Rockstar Lisa at 650. She'll come out running Rockstar Lisa. She'll carve over. And He's a Marlow should be able to get a clear run. And Becky Bale, she does often begin okay. She is quite strong. There's been money for her. 2 even, He's a Marlow, set to run race 8. Bargain Stilson, a mixed stake. Here comes the lure. They're ready. Away, He's a Marlow, away well in fact. He'll push over and look for the lead. Out wide was Sticky Zipper, but He's a Marlow found the lead easily. Now Sticky Zipper second, couple in bother out the back. One of those rebound Rita. Meanwhile, He's a Marlow gets away. Sticky Zipper's coming after it now. 5 lengths to Rockstar Lisa, then Becky Bale. A gap to Grace in Gem, Flash of Hope, and out the back rebound Rita. He's a Marlow still a length and a quarter. Sticky Zipper's coming to the outside. He's a Marlow a length. Sticky Zipper's driving hard the outside. He's a Marlow hangs on and beats Sticky Zipper. Becky Bale rattled home to get third from Rockstar Lisa. Then Grace in Gem and Flash of Hope beat 1 in, and that's rebound Rita. She's just completing the course now.
5, 6, 7 there. He's a Marlow. The 3 gets 4th. 5, 6, 7 and 3. He's a Marlow for Leonard Wilson, $1.90, $1.60. Sticky Zipper, the 6, $3.20. And the 7, Becky Bale at $2.30. 5, 6, 7 and 3, race number 8 at Angle Park. Race number 6 at Terang next up over the 2,180 metre trip. And the favourite here is the 1, Diamond Jasper. $2.20 seems short enough here. Number 2, it happens in Vegas at $17. It's one of the rougher hopes of the race. The second favourite, however, is the 7, All Eyes and Ears at $3.60. The 3, Harper Valley, is at $5, and the 4, Inner Rose Tattoo at